Live from the Borthers podcast near the Spill Studio of the liquor store off the 35 interchange. This time once again for the Borthers podcast number 22, featuring Ryan, Byrne, Jagger, and Shoxy's chair.
Not even Stroxy's chair.
Shoxy's chair couldn't make it today. I wasn't feeling too well.
Shoxy's chair had a family emergency, so I couldn't make it.
That's a pretty good intro, Jagger. That's your first one, I think.
It could have been better.
Not bad. It wasn't bad.
Thing is, I've been doing that same like bread and butter intro for like a year, and I still fuck.
Dude, I've been doing mine since I ever made a YouTube channel, bro. The Brent's Friends thing. Oh my god. My friend made that up. He's like, you should be the Brent's Friends. And I was like, oh wait, that's pretty good.
That's really good.
That's fantastic.
That was there since I first followed you.
Yeah, that's been there since one of my first YouTube videos ever.
I was like, that's pretty good.
Yep. Good old my boy Sean Bug. Shout out to Sean right there.
Wait, that's not your team thing on Twitch anymore?
No, they took out community groups because they weren't doing they weren't doing.
Was that because was there a lot of them or something?
There was a lot of them, and they just weren't doing like good numbers, I guess. They like weren't really doing much for people, essentially. I don't know. It was kind of nice to have a little community thing on the platform, but okay, it's all good. Hey, speaking of Twitch stuff, actually, new moderation tools. I don't know if you guys have talked to your mods or checked out some of the tools that are available to moderators now. It's pretty cool, pretty sweet stuff. They got they actually have like a little note section now. So if like one of your mods bans someone, they can write a little note saying why they banned it, what they said at this time. And now you click on someone's name and get this, it goes back like 1,000 messages from that person in your stream. So that's pretty cool. I think so.
That's really cool.
Right?
Because that's been a thing for a while. Like you've always had to go through like third-party programs to get like information on what people have said in your chat.
Right.
That's good to actually have the proof. Especially the best thing is like someone who's been in your chat for a little bit, like not like a regular viewer, but who's been chatting a little bit and he's always trolly, and you can finally like take him down, like pull, and like it's almost like a flogging procedure where you pull up their chat on stream in front of them.
Yep.
Like, this is why I banned you, because you did this, you made fun of my mom, this, and this, and then like it's just everyone's just laughing in chat.
Exactly. It's fantastic. Proofs. You gotta love when there's proof, in the famous words of our Lord Savior Ninja. Gotta love when there's proof, chat.
Yeah, the also what I like about it personally is when someone comes in who I haven't seen in a long time, or I don't remember their name, I could look at the messages they've said and be like, oh yeah, you were that who I talked to about this. Definitely helps.
Yeah, there's a lot of good third-party sites. There's like third-party chatting boxes, you know, Better Twitch TV, obviously, Face of Franksy, Franker Facey, stuff like that. I've used those forever though, but yeah, it's nice that Twitch is finally integrating third-party ideas into their own stuff. I'm really just excited for the multi-Twitch feature that they're going to be integrating here soon, hopefully. I know they talked about it a while ago, but that'll be a really cool feature to have, especially if it's anything close to what the third-party application was. It was pretty nice because you can watch everyone at one time, you know.
Did you get the email 2 days ago about Twitch?
I did.
The tax reform, or
no, not that. There's one. I didn't hear about that. That must be a nice email to get. But mine was more along the lines of the if someone subs to your channel.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did get that.
Someone subs to your channel, and they fall off and they don't sub for a month or two or whatever. Then they resub. They still keep their streak. So it's not more like how long you've subbed to the streamer. It's more along the lines of how many times you've subbed. Period. So if you've subbed to Izzy for 17 months, just like not even concurrently, just every month here and there, then that's going to add up when you get restreamed or when you renew your sub. So you can still leave the message because it's still doing the 2-month message thing, like whenever you resub. So I think that's like really cool.
Oh, it's fantastic because I don't like, I don't know, not that I try not to pay attention to sub count as, you know, it's hard not to, but I just try not to, I try to ignore it. I try to not pressure people into it. You know, if someone wants to support you, they'll support you with a sub and stuff like that, where it's like if someone's, you know, I don't know everyone's situation, but if you're having like money situation or whatever, financial situations, and you're not able to afford a sub, that's fine, you know, but you're still acknowledged to a degree where it's like, oh, I've supported this person 15 different other months that they've been affiliate or a partner, you know, it's pretty cool.
Yep.
I like that.
There's a word for it. It's another word for like added up subs, like they're all added together, and then from what I heard, it's like it's gonna show on the side of their, like when you hover over their sub badge, it's gonna show there. From what I've heard.
Oh,
So it's like a cumulative.
Accumulative.
Yeah, cumulative. That's the word I was looking for. Yep. So that's gonna be
So
pretty
if
cool.
so, let's say I've been subbing to Ryan for 20 plus months. I'll have your new sub badges, which you said you got, right?
Yep.
So when are those going live?
I had to make sure the resolution was correct because it wasn't
Okay.
at first. So the guy who made them for me should be sending those if they're not already sent. So yep.
Gotcha.
Got those finally.
But yeah, so I've been sub for Ryan for 20 months. I'll have a 20 or something when you hover over my name or something like that. Is that how that's gonna work?
Yeah, that's what I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool
And
then.
then obviously you'll have the highest whatever the sub number is.
Right. So that's still there. Okay. That's pretty cool though. They're doing good. They're doing good little updates, man. I'm liking it so far. Off to a good, for the most part, a good start, Twitch.
And it's not taking 6 months to get them, so it's nice.
Yeah, right, dude.
When did they say that it's going to get enabled? Then is it like the next few days, or
They
am I making
said
that up?
yeah
This week, right?
by the end of the month, I think, or something like that.
That's not so bad.
By
Okay.
the halfway point of this month, I believe.
Okay. Cool. Did you guys hear about the tax reform thing? Twitch sent out a bunch of tax stuff
Oh my
through
God.
email, and they said you might want to wait and not file taxes yet because the numbers
Well,
might
that
not be accurate. So for those of
That's
you
really bad.
affiliates and partners out there, hold off for like a little bit. I know it's kind of like tax season right now, or maybe within the next month. Hold off for a little bit on your Twitch stuff and then file because it might not be as accurate. You might be losing out on some money. So
I got my refund 4 days ago. So
ooh, Jagger.
Well, dude,
Well, I mean,
I
tough.
saw this guy who does like tax work and all that shit. He tweeted to Twitch about it, and they were supposed to have sent it out by the latest the 31st.
Yeah,
And,
I got mine last
like,
year
they can get in a
super
lot of
early,
trouble. They can get in a shitload of trouble for this.
right?
It's really bad.
Yeah, I got a hard copy, like my physical W-2 last year, like very early, and I was like, "Oh, that was quick." Now a little bit different. There's also a lot more people on Twitch right now, so they probably weren't expecting this, but still, you gotta be really careful. It's people's livelihoods right now. You know,
Yeah.
for a lot of people.
most people, it doesn't matter if you file though, because you're not. Everyone has to make like a certain amount of money for it to be.
That is true,
reportable.
right? I mean, if you're not making over a couple $1,000s, I wouldn't worry about it too much. So you'll be all right. I don't even think you have to file in donations unless you're making over
Over a certain amount,
seven plus thousand in just donations or something like that for PayPal.
Yep.
I believe. I don't know how that would work with bits. I've got to actually start looking into bits here soon. I don't know how you would file for
I think
bits.
you just transfer it to the dollar value that it is. I'm assuming. Like
Well, so-
100 bits is $1, stuff like that.
Yeah, because everything kind of
Whatever revenue you actually get.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it is hard. It is a little confusing.
It's
though.
weird because I like to compare Twitch like taxes, like they suck. Yeah, everyone's got to do them, but it's like being your own independent contractor almost. You know what I mean? Your own, you gotta do everything on your own, and it's kind of like, oh god, like it's the dream job, but also like you gotta really be careful towards the end of the year and stuff with taxes, because you don't know how much you're gonna owe really until you start getting into the cycle. Sucks.
How much do you think Ninja owes in taxes this year?
Millions.
Think so? Think it's
Yeah.
that high?
I do.
Sheesh.
I just think of it this way. If he's getting whatever, what's the math on like
How
50K
much he got?
subs? 50K subs, just average of 50K subs a month.
He's probably getting like 300.
150K, assuming that he probably gets $3 a sub instead of just the
Yeah, he
250.
definitely gets the upper percentage.
Probably he might even get the $4.
Oh yeah, for
There's a lot of
sure.
streamers who get a pretty large cut. who are
But
farming.
that plus weekly bits add up, man. Bits add up so much, dude. Like I don't
Bits are
even
more important
realize
than
it.
subs for me.
Really?
Oh,
It
yeah,
is.
easily.
That's nice. That's nice. It's a nice little add-on for
'Cause
sure.
They don't take half. Like, of course, they don't take half out of bits like they do subs. So
It's because Amazon's got that what you call it, that price jack up on it, so the streamer's able to make almost a little more than subs depending on how much bits get donated to you.
oh yeah,
So that's pretty nice though. But yeah, dude, Ninja. I mean, depending on the amount of subs alone, I mean, a minimum. Let's just say a minimum of 150 to 250K a month in subs, roughly. And then you're just putting out numbers like, let's just say you're getting. I mean, I just want to say a minimum of 50,000 bits a week, which is shooting real low here for a top tier streamer like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. I want to know how much he's got to pay back in taxes. It would be wild. I couldn't even fathom a number.
Yeah, dude, I was watching Towley a while back, and he said how they get like gutted with taxes because you're technically considered self-employed,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty rough.
Yep.
How much you
The
gotta pay.
biggest tip I don't know, bigger streamers given me and others is save. Like use your money to invest in games and save the rest just in case, you start making some more and then you got to pay some taxes off. You never know, ever.
Yeah.
So be smart with it. Once you starts becoming a part-time thing or towards a full-time thing, because then when you don't have that extra money, it's like, oh well, that would be tough. It's like, yeah, I can't do these taxes right now. Can we just roll that over to next year? Or
Yep.
that wouldn't go too well. Is there any other big Twitch news besides just little updates coming in and out? Nothing crazy happened.
as far as Twitch in general, like as far as drama goes,
Just like
it's
Twitch,
actually been kind of drama free.
it's been pretty drama free, which I'm fine with. I'm sick and tired of the people getting banned, people showing a nip, whatever happens.
I'll never. Okay, listen. Let me stop you right there. I will never get tired of people, accidentally or not, showing a nip.
It's pretty like shocking because you'll just be scrolling on the TL in the morning, and you're like, who did what the? You're just like.
Whether it's Alinity or that dude who streams himself on the couch, a nip slip is always somewhat good.
Oh, I appreciate the guy on the couch. 100%.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. It's good quality entertainment.
It's good content, man. It's good content. Can't knock good content.
I don't know how to like explain this because if you've never seen this streamer, I don't know. I really have no idea because his stream feels like a fever dream. But he recently kind of like blew up. His name like Sushi Dragon or something like that. Sushi Lover. Like you thought this dude, like you thought Dr. Disrespect had good entertainment. This dude is like a constant like rave and partier on his stream with all these like cuts and transitions. Like one time he'll be in this like morph suit with his face cut out, and then he'll be like jumping around. He's like, "Are you right? Are you all right, Twitch chat? Are you ready? Let's start a party." And he'll have these transitions. So he starts like a crowd in front of him. Then more people join in on this like virtual crowd. Then more people will join in. Then he cuts to Twitch chat for a split second. Then he cuts to his face for like 5 seconds. And it's just like, that's seriously all I can explain. But he gets hosted every once in a while by big streamers. And this dude is like on like steroids every single time I watch him. Oh, the Sushi Dragon. That's his name. But the dude is like insane. He streams for like 8.5 hours a day. Then he's like just constantly like raving.
That's wild.
Throughout the entire stream. He has, oh, dude, it's so weird.
There's this guy who streams Black Desert Online, and anytime he gets a follow, sub, or donation, he dances.
What's
And
his
he
name?
dances Aeon Janus.
Yes, I follow that dude.
Yeah, it's
All he-
awesome, man. I think it's it's super cool too because he's always happy, you know, and he knows the game really well. On top of that, like he knows what he's doing. So
Yeah, I like that dude a
he
lot.
blew up too. I followed him when he had like 20 viewers. Now he's partnered. Now he has like a lot going for him for sure,
Oh
and it's
yeah.
because of his dancing for sure. Like literally every single donation, every single follow, like a follow. That's a lot.
Yeah, he like
He
dances with the
streams for
broom and
like
shit.
20. Yeah, he's dances and he's doing it for like 28 hours straight,
Oh
like streaming.
God.
And it's just like holy hell.
Yeah, his most recent stream was like 18 hours, and
Mm-hmm.
he's playing, and like he has his stream deck. I think he's sponsored by Elgato. But he
Yeah,
has
I
his
think he is.
he has his Elgato right here, so he can just on his belt loop. So every
Yep.
time he has to like every time he has to dance, he goes, "All right, time to dance," and then he presses a button. And then he has him, and then he has like two other people on both sides of him, both of him dancing like at the same thing. It's so fucking good, man.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the most entertaining streams I've watched. And like you can't help but smile while you're watching it too, because like you just see uh like first off he does really relaxing stuff. He has good music. There's no lyrics in his music really, and he's just doing his thing. So I appreciate streams like that for sure.
Do you guys think there's more opportunity now than ever for streams to just, be unique and just pop up out of nowhere? Because I remember, like, I think, like, the doc kind of really started that whole phase. I mean, there was, trying to think of that guy's name. Was his name Future Man? Do you remember that guy? Anyone?
I think I remember
he
that name.
he would have like the old 80s like windbreakers and have like the crazy looking spectacles and stuff, but like as in characters and stuff. Do you think that that kind of phase is or gives the people an opportunity to kind of blow up more, like the whole character bit, or is that kind of just a unique thing for certain people? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so for sure. One thing for me, when I see someone doing stuff like that, I'm like, God damn it, I should have. I'm like, holy shit, dude, I should have started dancing for followers years ago.
Right?
It's a smart idea for sure.
Well, he does things that like I think a lot of people look over. Like that dude actually every single stream he does, even if he streams for like, which I don't know how much he streams, but just looking through his recent VODs, 18 hours, 21 hours, 12 hours, 9 hours. That dude always like dresses up and looks nice and very presentable for stream. And he'll sit there in a nice like shirt and tie and pants, and he'll just stream and dance as much as you
just putting on a show. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a hard thing to do for that amount of time.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I think I could barely do that for like 8 hours, much less like 21, like 12, 18. Like that's insane. I don't know. Props to that guy though, for sure.
Props to anyone that can be into character or do their whole bit for an extended period of time. I don't know if I could do it. Honestly, I don't know how I would do it if I was to do it. You know what I mean? You just gotta be there. Gotta bring it every day.
Well, I got a question for you. Let's think about like Dr. Disrespect. He's the obvious one for playing a character, right? So he plays a character. Do you know how different he is from now versus when he started doing that character back when he was doing MW2 commentaries?
Oh yeah.
Or not MW2. I forgot what.
Machinima. He was on Machinima,
but like
what he's doing.
But his like self like actually kind of bleeds into his character every once in a while because you can see it when he gets mad.
Yeah.
Especially like PUBG.
He got mad like 2 days ago. I just randomly went into his stream, dude. I've never seen him get so mad, actually.
Was he playing PUBG or something? Oh, okay.
No, he's playing Blackout.
Did he haymaker his chair?
Dude, he got pissed. He slammed his desk and then he walked away for like 5 minutes. And I was just like, holy shit.
I haven't gotten that mad on the stream. I've slammed my desk pretty hard, but I don't think I've gotten that mad. Drop kick my chair or some shit.
Yeah. It was funny though.
He puts on a show.
I can't remember how mad I've gotten a video game on stream. I've gotten like streaming mad, but I haven't gotten like actual. When I'm mad, dude, I hit the fuck out of my desk. Like I go boom, and then like I kind of recollect myself, and then I go boom, boom, boom. Like that's me getting mad.
You got the wombo combo.
Yeah. I do that when I'm like not playing or when I'm not streaming. Like if I'm playing like Dead by Daylight and I get hooked or I get like
dude.
hit, I'm like boom, and I'm like my teammates effing suck, and I keep hitting it.
Yeah, same here.
Mine's just a one wind up. It only comes out in Counter-Strike or COD, dude. It's just a wind up. I'll be like really focusing, aiming, and guy will outplay me or something. I'll just be like boom, just out of nowhere. And then I just walk away for a second, come back, then I'm good.
When Izzy does that, if he ever does that on stream, and hopefully I'm alive for that. If I'm ever alive, I want it to be like when Doc was watching Summit play H1Z1 at one time, and he was like, "That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about."
Just punches his monitor. I
He was
forgot
like
what he said.
encouraging him. He's like, "Give it to it," or he didn't say "give it to it." But he was like, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby." Oh yeah. Because someone just like boom, like his monitor. That was like the best clip.
That was a lot of built up rage too. I don't know. I don't know if you guys watch Summit a ton, but I watch him just about every day.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's just a lot of built up everything. People just like, I think he was going through like a big phase too, where he was just banning any toxicity in his chat, sub only mode for a while. And a lot of built up just, I don't know. I don't blame him. I mean, imagine being on the spotlight and everyone saying, "Wow, sick viewer count, dude. Wow." As he's like, "Dead streamer," as he's got like 9,000 people, "Dead streamer," all this stuff every single day. And then he's just trying to find a new game, and he's sick and tired of playing stupid Fortnite because he hates Fortnite. And then just trying to switch it up, and just built up one day, and then boom, smoked his monitor, dude. And now he's top of the food chain, baby. Back up where he belongs.
He goes, best dead streamer. Like,
it's hilarious. Dude, the people were serious too. It's like, wow, dead stream, LOL.
Isn't it weird how he can like go from like killing himself on Blackout to just playing Sea of Thieves, just chilling, reading donations, and just having a good time? Like, it's such like a nice difference as someone who plays Blackout. Like, Blackout is very stressful.
Oh yeah,
it's like when a speedrunner plays like a game. Like, have you ever talked to a speedrunner about playing the game that they speedrun casually? They're like, that's not a thing. Like, I can't casually play this game anymore,
right?
Because this is my game that I speedrun, and thing I do a lot. It's like me. Like, I can't play Blackout casually. I have to go balls to the wall, or I don't go at all. You know.
I think too, Summit's got a good little routine. He really tries to put on a show now, because like, I mean, realistically, break it down, he's sitting on a pirate ship behind a chair the whole stream for the most part. But I mean, he'll like, he's got the voice changer going, and you know, he's got he tries to sneak on and tuck. He tries to tuck on all these ships and stuff. And like, he'll go into voice and stuff, just messing with people, which I do have some Sea of Thieves news, actually. I'm really breaking stuff here. But yeah, I mean, he really tries to put on a real big show, and I think that's why it shows that he's doing, he's enjoying the game as well, and he's just doing well. But let me take a drink. Sea of Thieves. They're making a big mistake. They're making a real big mistake, boys.
What happened with that?
They are eliminating crossplay from Sea of Thieves, making a huge mistake. I think there's
it's pretty bad. Not only are they eliminating it, they're making it an option
to queue out of PC players, basically.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking stupid. I can't believe they're actually doing that.
The PC player base is going to be dead in a month.
Summit won't play it. I guarantee you, he's not going to want to play it as much.
Are PC kids like dumping on console plebs like that much?
I think it's a lot of the original core community that's been playing Sea of Thieves, and a lot of people that do PvE have been chirping a lot, and I really, really think that Rare needs to reconsider this, because that's what makes the game, so unique. I think it's crossplay. You run into so many different, age demographics playing this game, and that's what kind of, makes it what it is, and there's a lot of people that obviously do the PvE stuff and do the PvP stuff only, but you need the best of both worlds to make the good content and have the fun on the seas, and when you kind of eliminate 95% of the player base, essentially, I wouldn't say 95, I'm just over exaggerating, but when you eliminate a big majority of the player base, it's it could be tough, man. I think they're making a big mistake.
I feel like this is yet another instance where a company is shooting themselves in the foot. So this happened maybe 2 months ago, or I don't even know if it was 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, when Blizzard banned XQC through like through a thing, and you know how much their game, like Overwatch, did because XQC was banned.
A ton.
This is essentially like if like a ban for Summit. If what you're saying, just going from an outsider, if a lot of the player base on Sea of Thieves is on console, this sucks for not Summit because he's going to thrive either way, but for Rare because Summit's not going to want to play that game, and he's the biggest.
Not if he's not getting players. Yeah, he's not going to play it.
Yeah, and he's the biggest Sea of Thieves streamer easily, and it's like, what do you guys think?
I just don't want him to run into like the whole issue. Like, people listen to the Reddit people reply to them too much. I think, people on Reddit are always going to go, complaining about certain things. And, I think, I don't know, you see so many MMOs die because of this. You see so many battle royale games die because of this. I feel, honestly, this is my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong, chirp in if you think I'm wrong here, but I really think that people or game developers and people that are making these games, these newer games that are coming out, are struggling so much because they don't listen to their core player base. And when you don't listen to your core player base, you're bound to have, some mistakes, some missing holes, and stuff that's not going to fill the game up as much anymore. No, that's just what I really think, because like I said, I mean, you're taking however many, I don't know, I'd say a good percentage of these players are on Xbox. They got the Xbox Game Pass on there. You get Sea of Thieves for free, basically. It's cross-play. Obviously, some people play on PC that have an Xbox with their friend that has a PC, or vice versa, or whatever. Can play cross-play. I don't know. I think they're making a big mistake with it. But who knows? I don't want to jump the gun on this. Maybe people will still play. I mean, if there is an option to go on in, I don't know how many people are really going to use the option. You know what I'm saying? If the player base, I don't know. It's hard to see without it fully happening, but I did hear some chitter chatter about them being, or there being an option to disable or re-enable the crossplay feature and whatnot. I don't know, man.
I think it's just a stupid idea. I don't know why.
It seems like their game's thriving more than ever, and granted, bigger streamers, bigger content creators jumping on it's fantastic, but why do more to drive them away? And I'm not saying, cater to all the streamers so they can have all the fun, but it's like, I mean, speaking on the core community of Sea of Thieves, I don't think that people want to see their game dwindle down. The game's all about thriving off of everyone. You got to have PvP players against PvP players, but you also got to have the PvE players jump on in. That's what it just makes the content so much better, in my opinion. And when there's not going to be a lot of that, I just feel like people are going to get bored and not want to dedicate more time to it. Simple as that.
Definitely.
I don't know, man. We'll see in the next. Was there a specific date announced when that was going to be happening, or
I'm not sure. Either way, it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like it's just stupid. I don't know how they could sit there and actually think that that's a good idea ever.
I'm pretty sure Summit even just voiced his opinion very vocally, which is good. I mean, you don't want to see a game that's fun die just like that. I mean, because it will. I mean, when there's people on PC queuing up and they're not finding very much action, it's not gonna last very long. It's sad to say, and I love Sea of Thieves. I've been playing Sea of Thieves since closed beta, man, and I don't want to see the game go like that, especially with Arena coming out soon. There's gonna be PvP Arena coming out really soon, and I don't know if that's why that the crossplay is dictating this way. It could be maybe because it's, you know, arena. I don't know how many people are going to be playing it, how good it's going to be, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Gotta find the Summit tweet. There it is. Sea of Thieves shooting themselves in the foot by splitting their community. Xbox players next update can opt out of playing with PC players. Seas are about to be empty on PC. Quote.
I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, I mean, things can always be reverted.
They can.
It's like Overwatch with the Mercy. Sorry, the beginning of the end with the Mercy patch.
Right.
So we'll see if they can, like, I don't know. It's rare.
I think
It's hard to tell.
I don't know. I think they're really just trying something a little different right now because, I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, a PC player versus an Xbox player on that game in an arena mode is going to be, you know, there's going to be a big disadvantage there, obviously. But just make it for PvP then, you know? Make it so you can opt out in arena mode where, you know, aiming is more of a, you know, thing. That's the main thing. Aiming, movement, whatever. Make it for PvP only. I think that's fine. But for the open world game, why? Why does that matter? Your game's never changed. Your game hasn't changed in the regular game. Don't opt it out just because PvP's in the game now, or like only PvP arenas in the game now. Just find that it could be a very silly mistake if not done right. But we'll see. I don't know. I won't judge it before it fully comes out, but I've seen things like this happen in the past. You see a game, I mean, with H1Z1, for instance, you've seen how many times that game changed. That game changed too quickly, and it just killed their game, you know? You don't want to see that have a repeat.
You definitely don't. We'll see, though, but it's like with the Anthem thing. What happened to Anthem? I mean, I don't mean to switch gears here.
No, go ahead.
It's like with Anthem. Like, what happened with the beta? Like, it's already doesn't seem like it's starting off too strong. What happened with the Anthem in the beta? Wasn't it supposed to be open beta, but it wasn't?
So last weekend, it was closed beta, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. Some people got codes. People that pre-ordered and paid for early premium access obviously got the codes. But EA sent out like friends codes on top of those codes. So they were experiencing more traffic than usual. And it ended up flooding the servers for a little while, which kind of sucked because I got in the game during the time and I ended up playing maybe an hour and a half. And then I waited and waited. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wait till tomorrow, see if they can fix their shiz. They ended up fixing it, but I mean, a little too late. Just, I don't know, just silly EA making silly decisions, or Origin making silly decisions with codes and stuff when it was a closed beta, quote unquote. This weekend was the open beta, ran flawlessly. I had one crash and that was it. Yeah. Did
you see like the game feel like it's gonna go the distance as far as like
as far as
Battlefront was in beta and then it kind of shit the bed?
I would hope. I don't know if anything can even top that. That was besides Halo Master Chief Collection. I don't think anything can top those two.
Nothing. No, you're right. Nothing
will ever top that, or Star Wars Battlefront 2 when it came out. Just to the stupid loot boxes. What a stupid.
Why do you gotta remind me of Halo Master
I'm sorry. It's just the worst launch I've ever been a part of.
It really was. It digs deep.
A full week. It was not playable for a full week, man.
Full week?
I'm pretty sure
3 months.
Well, I mean,
for me.
Yeah, true.
I stuck with it. I was the guy with Stockholm syndrome when that game came out. I was like, you couldn't play it. Couldn't get into the game.
It feels bad, man, for Halo.
Yeah.
I really hope this next Halo is good, man. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up too high for Halo, but you know, I like Halo. I like it a lot.
Yeah, but
I would love to grind out a Halo again.
Can I just give it back to Bungie, please?
Right?
Can the whole studios of 343 just
donate it?
I just hope the whole studios of 343 can be fumigated, and then Bungie can come in and replace them because they suck. I'm sorry, that's a very toxic thing to say, but
the truth. You're not lying.
But it's like, fuck, man, my childhood down the drain.
Well, when you grow up with a game, I mean, it's hard. It's like it's a hard pill for me to swallow with how COD is, man. Like, I'm not saying that the new COD is all that bad. I still enjoy it. I still play it regularly, but it's just not the same. You know what I mean? It's really just not the same. But are games gonna ever really be the full same? You know what I mean? Everything's always changing with at least these shooters, these arcadey shooters. I don't know if people are gonna want to play stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I knew Halo was dead when they introduced loadouts. I was like, "This is it. This is the start of the end." We're copying Call of Duty in a sense. This is bad.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought that was gonna be a good idea. The whole loadout system, change the complete core mechanics of Halo, basically. Just throw it out the window.
Yeah, like, and it's gone.
And there it was. It was a good run, boys.
I remember what pissed me off because I saw the I can't remember. I don't know what documentary it was. I think when you pre-ordered Halo 2, you got some sort of like behind the scenes thing, and they're like, "This is awesome because you start off the same. There's no advantages." And then like it cuts, and I saw this other video. It cuts to the loadout screen. It's like one class you start with the DMR, the other class you start with like a plasma rifle or something. It's like, come on, dude.
That defeats the whole purpose of getting better at Halo, like learning map control, learning power weapon spawns, learning how to rotate,
timing them out.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's not catering to casuals, though, Jagger. It's not catering to the casual players that give us money.
Gross.
Did I hit that nail on the head?
Casuals.
No, seriously, dude, it bothers me though. Like, that's great that you want to see new people, try out your game. That's awesome. But listen to your hardcore players, for the love of God, man. Any game, I don't care what game you're playing. You see these gamers making these mistakes, man. Just listen to your hardcore players. Hear what they have to say. You don't necessarily have to, just put everything in the game that they want necessarily. But, take their constructive criticism seriously, because they're the ones that play your game more than you are ever going to play the game. And I don't know, you know what I mean? It's just like even for Blackout, you see all these quote unquote pro players that want to see the game succeed and want to see these updates pushed out, and they just aren't happening, and taking out stuns completely in the game, or doing this and that, or vetoing this weapon, or doing this, I mean, shoot, we can talk about Epic every single week, but Epic Games, man, what do? They listen to their core player base. They do. They really do. What happened? What happened, Jagger, when the guided rocket missile thing got in the game for a week? They vetoed it.
Was it that fast? Was it a week?
It was about a week and a half. It was a little guided rocket missile you could just control by yourself. It was broken.
Good on them.
What happened with the What happened with the sword? What happened with the giant, powerful, all-being sword?
Vaulted within a week.
That got vaulted in a week. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Epic Games is perfect. I don't play the game anymore. I don't play it at a higher level. I don't know exactly what's OP, what's not anymore. But I'm just saying, in the terms of, developers listening to their core community, I really do think Epic does a good job, especially with just like, oh, it would be really cool if they added this and this in the game, A lot of the times they end up following through with it. It's just crazy. And they do do it quick too, man. Like it's like that. I mean, how many updates in a month do you think Epic has, just like of new stuff coming out? Seriously. There's something new. There's a couple things that are new every single month. Day. It's crazy. Like there's a new gun.
Like
try this skin out. Oh, we dropped this new, I don't know, thing in the battle pass, whatever. New challenges. This and that. It's crazy. It's like they're writing the book. They're writing the book, dude.
Yeah, I would never seen Epic Games doing this well, and like from Gears of War 2 on, I was like, this company's gonna make Infinite Gears of War not do as well, and it's gonna be like Halo. It's gonna like decline like every single edition. But besides Halo, I mean, I'm talking about like Halo Reach on, not necessarily Halo 1, 2, and 3, but I didn't think they were gonna do this well. They were gonna especially make a cartoony game that appeals to basically all ages. I know we make the comments that Fortnite's for kids, but literally everyone plays it. So
everyone's played it. I don't care what you say.
Are still playing it. So they make constant changes. They make more money than I mean, me, Bryn, and Ryan will probably see in our lives, but
They gross out 4 million last year alone from skins.
Was that it? I thought it was like way more. I thought it was like something in the bees. Like
or billion, sorry.
billion.
Did I say million? Billion.
Maybe.
It was in the billions. It was like
yeah,
4 billion. $4 billion
right.
or something like that, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts.
What? Like, wrap that around real quick. $4 billion in a video game.
Yeah,
it's roughly around, maybe a little less. They make 4 million in a minute.
I believe it.
I'm one doubt if it's more. Honestly, dude. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
I wonder if Epic Launcher, like in the next like few years, will become like the Battle.net launcher, where they have like I know how Battle.net has all the stuff like Call of Duty and not Fortnite. What am I thinking of? Destiny. I know how is all that because it's tied to Activision, but I wonder if Epic Games is gonna like.
Well, I've got news for you, Jaeger.
Oh,
buddy.
That is exactly what they're doing.
Oh god.
They just announced it for the Division 2 and one other game coming out that it's purely going to be on EA or whatever we were just talking about.
Epic Games.
On their launcher, the Division is going to be on it exclusive.
Ooh. Do I get a special Fortnite umbrella if I pre-order it on
Good question. I don't know.
Because that's
I got my
really
Founders
selling
glider.
me. I do too.
Okay.
You trying to what do the kids call it? Where are we dropping? That's what we're doing. We're dropping.
Did you ever play that game?
I would play it again with the right people. Yeah, with the right people. Maybe for a night or two.
With the right amount of substance abuses, I could get in there.
If you buy the whiskey, I am down.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. It's okay. Fortnite's not my cup of tea. Would I play it again? More than likely, yes. But I don't know. It's just nothing I could ever play all the time. I don't know how people do it. Like, honestly, if I can be completely honest, I don't know. I don't know how people can only play that game. But I mean, shoot, how can I have only played Call of Duty for freaking 6 years of my life? You know what I mean? It's the same principle. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's not a bad game. It's just not, I don't know. It's not a game for everyone, for sure. And with the more hours and hours that people put into the game, the better and better people get. So it's like, oh my gosh, there's a guy up there. Oh wait, he built Mount Everest on me and 360 John Wicked me in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm gonna go play something that I don't have to build the Empire State Building in right now.
I would rather take my dog behind the house and put it down than to play this game. I know what you're saying. I felt like that.
Well, yeah.
No. Sorry.
No. You go.
I was gonna say the most infuriating thing was I had that same situation where the dude built the Great Wall of China right in front of my face, or someone said that and it made me laugh. And I was like, "That's exactly what happened to me." They basically built that. And then he got on top of his Great Wall, looked down at me with a sniper, shot me in the face, and then dab emoted on me. And I was like,
"Oh no!"
I was like, "I'm done. I'm done with this game." And then I really want to put my dogs down after that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he really did that to
He
you.
really did. He
The
dug
dab
deep.
emo was bad because it does the stupid Fortnite animation where like,
Yeah.
and I was like, damn it.
See, this is where I need a giant gif of Jagger with the Fortnite tattoos on his face on my stream deck, just right there.
No. Oh, my buddy has that.
He does?
He does.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you looked like a SoundCloud rapper during that stream.
That was rough. 15.
15. You're
I thought I would be,
dude.
I thought I would be bad, like hit like 6 or 7, but 15.
And you were trying not to. You were trying not to.
Dude, that sucked. I want to do it again, but that sucked.
You gotta do it. Dude, I got a game for you, dude. There's no way you could do it. You ready for this?
Okay.
Do it with Cuphead, bro. Play Cuphead.
See, that one wouldn't be as bad. I think I could do that one.
You say that now. Have you ever played it?
No, but I've seen gameplay.
dude.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be hard, but I'm saying like scary
so
games.
You think
I'm like,
you could do better?
I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, you think you
like,
could do better than 15 though on Cuphead?
Yeah. What's the time period? 12 hours?
It might be
8
less
hours?
than that, but yeah, that game is rage-inducing. And it's all in like this super retro 40s music and everything, so it's like just like trying to keep you upbeat, and you're just getting absolutely blasted by these like evil flower things. Oh, I remember it, dude.
That game was cool.
It was cool. It's a great game.
You see, when I cuss, it's not like, I mean, when I cuss, like not trying to, it's like, it's not because of things that are hard. It's more of things that are like that scare me. So like when something jumps out at me at like Resident Evil 2, I'm like, oh, what the fuck, like that.
Yeah.
That's what starts doing it. It's why I'm not thinking about it. It's like
a
when
reaction.
it's like when I was putting the first tattoo on, I was like, I'm gonna let Sarah choose the next tattoo because I give her a lot of shit, and I was like, oh. It's just why I'm not thinking about it. Maybe it would. Maybe Cuphead would be good.
It would be. I think it's a great stream game, by the way. But yeah, it would be a great one. I would love to watch you play that game. I never finished it, but it's a really good game though. It's pretty sweet.
I've never been good at side scrollers, so
they're not. I don't know. They're all right. I like. I don't know. I like those types of games. I like what was the one game I played? Not Wizard of Legend. That game's really good too, by the way. There's another one I played. I can't remember it. Ryan, have you been watching Man vs. Game lately? It's the game he's been playing. Can't think of it.
Dead Cells.
Yeah, Dead Cells. Dead Cells is a great game, by the way. Love that game. It's like a side scroller Dark Souls, basically.
Yeah.
Got it.
And they integrated this chat thing with it now, which is pretty cool. So basically your Twitch chat can play with you and tell your character how the build's going to be next. So you can go like glass cannon basically, or you can do you can do like quick heals, like, or go brutality, or do this and that. It's pretty cool. So chat integration with it. Pretty interesting.
That's awesome.
So like, let's just say Jagger clears a high level dungeon. Chat gets to choose how he plays next dungeon, so they can just make him the squishiest character of all time.
Which would happen.
Yeah, probably.
Sounds like the type of people that would watch me.
Watch him suffer.
He's on Jagger.
Right.
Oh, he dies. Watch him punch his keyboard.
You need to. What's up?
I was gonna say, I don't mean to derail. Why do games like that not have more Twitch interaction? You know what? I mean, you were talking about that. Why do games not have better interaction? Like, did you ever play the Darwin Project?
Yeah,
I watched people play that.
Where you could they had a thing in that game where you could like vote on who you wanted to win that.
Yep.
Or you had to vote on people who you think would win or stuff like that, and it was all like Twitch interactive. And you had to do it through the Twitch streamers channel. But stuff like that was like the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like those games for like I don't know, like have a special night of the week or something. Do like those types of games. You get the community involved and people typing in and chatting and stuff. I think it's a really great idea. I don't know why more games don't do it. Like what was that one game that Cream was playing? The like the island. It was like a Survivor type of game. The Isle was that?
With the dinosaur?
That one, and no, there was a game he played a while ago. But it was like the show Survivor kind of, but like
where Snoop Dogg was like fake playing it.
Well, he wasn't playing it, but yeah, that game.
Like fake playing. Yeah.
Twitch viewers could watch you and like bet who was gonna survive longest and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Just integrating the viewers in the game and whatnot. It's pretty sweet.
Well, things they could also do with that, not that game, but with Darwin's, they could vote on like what zone to close off on the map, or close off on, or like what power up someone could get and stuff like that. Which
That's
is
pretty cool.
Really cool. It was actually like that show or that movie Condemned with Stone Cold Steve Austin, where like the whole audience was involved and shit. It was really fucking awesome. But I don't know. They need to implicate more stuff. They didn't, because Twitch is more upcoming than it was last year for sure. It's really blown up.
Well, it's mainstream now. Is it safe to call Twitch mainstream now?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so. Because I mean,
it's going to be on the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's going to be on the Super Bowl if it hasn't already, which is wild. But yeah.
Who else is going to be on the Super Bowl? Not Twitch related? Is it PewDiePie? maybe.
Yeah,
Is PewDiePie going to be
apparently.
on it?
Yeah,
That's
apparently he's
crazy.
supposed to be.
He buy his own 60-second slot because he could afford it.
Oh, he can afford like more than that.
Can afford the
It was
whole
like $1 million
commercial
a
slots.
second.
Are
Something
you guys
like that.
excited for the controversy that's gonna happen right away?
For
Just PewDiePie. Like,
Oh.
there's always something.
I'm sure. I mean, he's just in the spotlight, so people are always going to talk about him regardless.
Yeah.
That's how it rolls, man. I'm sure we'll talk about it next week.
Right.
Oh man. Ooh, I got a good one we want to talk about. I DM'd you guys this the other day about the speculations of a Titanfall based movement battle royale that could possibly
Yes.
be in the works and being released here next week. What do you guys think? I just want to hear what you guys think.
I would play it for sure. I like Titanfall a lot. I think it was awesome. It's gonna be interesting how the whole Titan system works though. Like how you get that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm down.
I just
Yeah,
think the
sounds
game
awesome.
was just so underrated, man. Like for its time, because I mean, this is going back, by the way, chat room, you youngsters. All right, this was the first advanced movement first person shooter that was good that came out. This was before Advanced Warfare dropped. Just dropping some knowledge on you guys. This game dropped before any Call of Duty ever had any type of advanced movement. The Call of Duty guys yoinked this idea from the Titanfall dudes. And I don't know. Me and Jager were kind of talking about this. Was it the original Respawn guys that did Titanfall 1 and 2? Correct?
I think they definitely did 1 and 2. They came from MW2 because
Right.
they were part of a corporate espionage
That's right.
from Infinity Ward.
Did they get
broke off
sued or?
No, they just got fired.
Oh, they just got
Within-
canned. Okay.
Yeah, it was within the company, so they just got like straight up fired.
And then just made their own stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, dude. Could you imagine if they've just been keeping this secret? What if this is a separate free-to-play battle royale for Titanfall 3, essentially, and then they end up releasing a Titanfall 3 at the end of this year or something crazy like that? That'd
be cool.
Would be mind-blowing, dude. Just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But Titanfall's got to be good though. So
Dude, Titanfall 2
I mean, the second
still
one was good,
plays
but-
up, man. I was playing it the other day on stream, and I was having a blast, and I was like, man, this is better than half the games that are out right now. What am I... like, seriously.
Yeah.
Just jumping around the walls, like, skidding around, sliding, going for these crazy no-scopes. I'm not a huge fan of the Titan aspect too much, just because you can get them so quick, but the movement system and, like, I remember playing Pilot versus Pilot so many times. I played the game on Xbox mainly. It was a great time, man. People still play it to this day, which is crazy. I'm like finding lobbies instantly on PC still, which is like, what? This game came out years ago, like
I
full,
played on console and it was still good.
right?
It's a great game.
Yeah, and
Like, even like literally all the game modes
right.
were fucking good. Like
Yeah.
I didn't play it too long, but
They
yeah,
had a
sorry.
Titan versus Titan mode. They had a Pilot versus Pilot mode. They had a Last Titan Standing mode, which was kind of like Search and Destroy, which was kind of cool. I know they had Capture the Flag, and they had like the Attrition game mode, which is like where you kill the grunts, and the grunts count as points and stuff. And if you get a normal pilot kill, it counts as more points, which is kind of cool. But yeah, dude, it was a very simple game, and I mean simple in the aspects of like game modes, guns, and stuff like that. Movement, it was a brand new thing. No one had ever done some sort of movement like that before, with all the grappling hooks and the wall running and dashing and just flying through the air. It's crazy for the time.
Yeah.
Think about that.
I played the first one when it first came out, and I was pretty good at it, and I had fun with it, but obviously didn't last very long.
Yeah, that's tough. The games like those, I mean, people just can... Some people can only play, you know, arcade shooters for so long, which is, I mean, completely understandable, but... Yeah, I mean, I really think if they just had a BR, it could potentially do well, you know? So,
Yeah.
which, and it's just kind of funny because I know Dr. Disrespect and Shroud went on an NDA mission somewhere in LA to go probably play some sort of game, would be my guess. And they happened to be playing Titanfall about 2 weeks ago, both of them at the same time. So she's like, what is
Yep.
going on here? You guys, you want to talk about Titanfall 3 or what's good, you know?
Yeah, I saw them playing and I was like, this is interesting. I was like, what's happening with that game?
Right. What's Respawn got cooking up behind the scenes here? What if Respawn just drops their own Call of Duty out of nowhere?
Right.
Be crazy. So Titanfall BR, good. What if it comes out this week or gets announced this week? Better. I'm down. I'm 100% down. And it's gonna be free to play supposedly. I need to do some more research on it. So yeah, that's the only way to go with these BRs, man. You gotta go free to play. Just knock it out of the park with cosmetics. Keep updating it. You got yourself a potential. I'm excited, dude. I love new games. I love it.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully, because I know they can knock it out of the park with gameplay. I think the thing that Titanfall 2 suffered from was advertising and
Yeah, they
all
didn't
that
do
sort of
very
deal.
well on like I like to bring Blizzard up on this. I mean, think of how well, and granted, Blizzard has the moolah. Let's just keep it a buck here. They got the dough. I mean, how well was Overwatch advertised before the game even came out? I mean, it was well advertised for the beta, man. I remember getting so hyped for that beta. I saw it everywhere. I saw it on TV. I saw it on Twitch commercials. I saw it on everything. YouTube ads all over the place. That game was phenomenal. Just a phenomenal example of just well advertised, just perfectly. And then even the Overwatch League, dude. The Overwatch League in general, the first month, dude,
that
it was hitting 500K viewers at one point. I'm pretty sure, maybe even more.
Well, Madison Square Garden like ads, like that just goes to show you how much money they had to advertise.
They probably had some Times Square ads in there too, probably.
I would say that the Overwatch League commercial money that they spent on was like 10 times more than the Overwatch launch. Like I'm comfortable saying that.
What? You think so?
I mean, I'm pulling that number out of my ass, but I'm feeling comfortable in saying that because Overwatch League versus Overwatch,
right?
It was insane for that because I literally saw that everywhere, and I don't do anything.
Right, we don't leave the room.
yeah. I work, I come home, I walk my dogs, and then I stream games. Like that's all I do, and I saw it everywhere. It's insane.
That's midlife. Yep.
I saw people come into the restaurant I work in with Overwatch League shirts. I was like, where did you get that?
Yeah. How do I not have that?
Yeah. It's
crazy, dude.
They put a lot of money into it. So, but I think going back to Titanfall, I think what they suffered from was they're a little bit more of a newer company. Not obviously as well known. I don't think a lot of people knew that they were the
unless you were a hardcore
crew.
Call of Duty fan, you had no idea what Respawn was at the time.
Yeah, like you didn't know. Like you maybe played Titanfall 1, Titanfall had a lot of its problems, but Titanfall 2 just blew the first one out of the water, obviously.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Game, but nobody played it, so that was the whole ordeal.
Dude, in my opinion, one of the most underrated shooters to this day. I will stand by that with confidence.
Yeah, it was like the most underrated game of that year that it came out for sure. Like the most
crazy.
So, I don't know.
I'm excited. I just hope all these speculations are true and something does happen. I mean, a lot of people are talking about this. I know I kind of broke the story a little bit earlier because I was just browsing. The one time I ever browsed Reddit, I just see this stuff popping up. I'm like, I'm going to watch this guy's video. Sat down, listened to this guy's 12-minute spiel about it just because I love Titanfall 2 that much. And I was like, this guy seems to know his shiz. This sounds legit. I'm like,
yeah, that guy's the quartering. I've watched him for a while.
He knows people, and he just breaks stories. A lot of passion. Love that. Good stuff, though. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm down. I'm down. Respawn. Hit me with the details, baby. Watch Monday morning, tomorrow morning, coming around. Free to play. BR.
Right.
You'll see me streaming
That'd
it.
be insane.
Like on such short notice, that's almost the way to go about BRs. Like, think about it. Like, just a short notice, like a well-developed, a well-ran, and get some streamers in on it right away. Some big boy streamers, and just send it. Because it realistically can take. I'm trying to think of the game, like Atlas. You know how big Atlas was, just because everyone on anyone that was on Twitch that couple days was either watching it and or playing it. You know, it takes the whole Twitch impact to make a game popular. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone wants to scoop it because their favorite streamer is playing in and all that.
Right. Do you think that really influences people? Just because they see like their favorite streamer playing it? Not because they enjoy the game mode at all, or just kind of like, I want to try this out type of thing?
Yeah, I think it's a mix of both. I mean, obviously stream sniping is a very
prominent
common
thing.
So it's that, and then there's just the thought of, oh, maybe I'll see him in game or something like that.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I don't know. I've just been playing games for so long. It's like I'll either really like the game or I really just don't like the game. It's kind of how I've been for a long time. Like, yeah, if I watch a certain broadcaster and they're having fun, I'm like, oh, maybe we'll try this out, see if I like it or not. But it's kind of funny though. People just buy games because their favorite streamer is playing it. Crazy. A lot of impact.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, man.
I hope it happens. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we just keep moving on, you know?
Yes, it's like, I don't know about you guys, but backtrack to me a year ago. I hated battle royales. Now I'm like, that's like the main thing I'm into now.
It's just, yeah. No, I'm with you on. I mean, I wouldn't say I hate battle royales. I hate the hype around battle royales. Is more of what it's just like people will consider themselves like a gamer, and yes, you play games, whatever, but they only play battle royale games. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, there's so much more to experience out there. You know, it's like, oh, I only play BR games. It's like, what? Are you really a gamer, dude? You know? I don't know.
It's just the way it goes, though. It's like
it is, man.
That's the flavor of this generation is battle royale.
Survival games was our generation growing up, dude. Like right when the whole DayZ stuff was going on. That was kind of like our Fortnite in a sense, almost. Like the Arma 2 days and the DayZ standalone days.
Top the intensity of that game, though, ever.
Dude, just like
ever.
Just like going from playing your typical Call of Duty to Halo to StarCraft to World of Warcraft, whatever, your normal games, and then you see this, you know, alpha survival realistic shooter with zombies, apocalyptic survival game, and you see someone streaming it on Twitch, and you're like, whoa, this guy spent an hour gearing up and got 2 kills and then died, and it was the most intense fight I've ever watched in my entire life. You know what I'm saying? Just like that impact that it made at that time was just mind-blowing. Now we have all this crazy stuff going on in what started off from survival to turning into all this battle royale mess. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
I shouldn't say mess. Whirlpool. Whirlpool is a good word. Because I love battle royales. I mean, I'll keep it a buck. I'm going to play a new battle royale if it's good and I have fun with it. Bottom line, as much as I can't stand how people just jump on the bandwagons and the hype trains of of the BR genre, it's hard to not, you know, say you can't like a battle royale game. I mean, it gets you in instant action most of the time for a lot of these battle royales. It's fast paced. You get to try out, you know, different strats, whether you want to hot drop or you want to strategically play the map well. I mean, you're reviving your buddies, crazy stuff happens. You know, someone gets run over by a 4-wheeler. That would never happen to me, by the way. You know, stuff like that. But
well, I mean, it's so new. Like this genre. I mean, I said this a while back, but it's obviously revitalized the FPS genre, but it's revitalized like gaming in general because
Exactly.
it's got so many new people involved. And it's like, oh, it's always like people that are like or in their like 10 years old or whatever playing Fortnite. And it's literally everyone. Like everyone's playing battle royales now because it's the best genre that's been invented.
Right.
Probably last, if the only genre that's been invented for gaming in the past like 20 years. So
I mean, let's just put it this way. I mean, I'll hang out with my IRL buds from high school a couple times a month or whatever. Just get together. They're like, yo, what are we playing Blackout, Bren? Or whatever. Like, just out of the blue. And they don't even have like PlayStations and stuff anymore, really. They just hear about it, you know? It's the hottest new game or the hottest new genre. It's like, if you know, if people that aren't even really playing games are hearing about it, that's when you know. That's when you really know. It's like, wow, this genre is out there. It is worldwide.
Well, that's good.
It is
I'm
great.
I'm glad you have the ability to play that game casually because
when I'm with people and, you know, cracking a couple brewskis, having a good time, and we're not really worried about winning. We're just shooting the shiz, dude.
I just remember one time I was trying to like teach a girl how to play GoldenEye, and it did not go well. We were playing on archives, and she picked up the club, and I was like, "Do not pick that fucking gun up for the love of God."
GoldenEye.
Yeah, I was like, go for any other thing, and then it ended up being like me casually trying to like armchair guide her how to play the game, to me being like on the front of my, like being on my stomach, reaching out like, "No, Jessica, just shut up, no." But that's kind of like me with Blackout. It's like it's just like I take that game to another regard. It's like just stop being bad,
right? Just get better. No, but I enjoy watching my friends because like they're like, "Hey, you trying to hop in?" I'm like, "No, I play this game every day. I want to watch you guys play." So
yeah,
they'll get giddy. They'll get giddy when they make it to like top 30. Like, and if they get a kill, if they get a kill and they make it to top 30, they're having the time of their life. So it's just funny to watch that because for you and me, that's a terrible game. That's awful. We're literally the worst players of all time if we get one kill in a game, you know? But it's just funny.
They get the same reaction if like me and you went to the stock market, we just started throwing money around. They get giddy, yeah, or we get giddy, or like, "Oh my God, we get to invest money." And then we're just like, we have no idea what we're doing.
God dang it. That's funny. It's a good analogy. I like that.
I don't know. It's fun though. It's a good time.
Yeah.
I can play like, there's different games I can play. I can play Rocket League, like just shoot the shit and be like,
right.
Fuck it. But then again, at Rocket League, I start to get mad at one point. So I don't know. Maybe I just have I think I need to go to anger management now. I'm talking about this.
Jagger, do we need to have a fundraiser for anger management classes? We can get this going on GoFundMe, or you know.
Well, I'd be down for it. I'll live stream it. I'll live stream my anger management classes.
What's that phone for? Oh, nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Just recording my progress.
Sir, why did you bring a selfie stick to your session today?
Look, I'm gonna get really angry if I can't have this selfie stick.
You know what's weird? Speaking about that, about IRL streamers, isn't it weird that like you could like walk anywhere? It's like when I went to BlizzCon, I could just walk anywhere and just be fine. But if I walk into like a nerd event, I see the guy that's IRL streaming has a webcam, and I'm not gonna point names out, has a gigantic nose, got banned from Twitch. But he was walking around BlizzCon, around the hotel, with a webcam attached to his face, like he's a miner mining coal, and he's about to like the earth is about to like just subdue him at any minute. But he's wearing a webcam instead of a flashlight, and he's just walking around. And I'm like looking at this dude, like, what the fuck is your problem? Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah, see. Or you could just be like Andy Milanakis. I saw him at or standing next to him waiting for my Uber, and he was just live streaming normally. He just had his phone out, just chilling there, live streaming. Pretty normal.
Andy Milanakis?
I did. I'm on there somewhere in the Twitch archives. I was right next to him waiting for my Uber. It's like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" He's like, "Hey." Just casually.
Nice.
Yeah, he looks the same in person.
Oh,
literally the same.
You know what's funny? When he gets into like Ubers and stuff, and this happened more than once on his stream, where he gets in an Uber and the Uber's like, "Oh, where are we going, ma'am?" And he just starts like, he looks at the camera, and he just starts fucking laughing. That dude can take a fucking joke.
Dude, he's he's just funny, man. I love Andy Milonakis. It's good stuff. People need to take more jokes nowadays, dude. Holy shiz.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man.
But what was I saying about that? It's like how do you look at someone and we're like everyone's getting used to this generation of someone just walking around like talking to their cell phone.
I thought it was a rule now at TwitchCon, or at least some conventions where they don't let you go into certain areas if you're like streaming it now, or like certain I don't know. Yeah, they're getting a little more because not everyone wants to necessarily be on camera all times. I mean, most of the time, everyone that's attending like these parties or like these little events and stuff like that are on camera anyways. So it's like, just turn the camera off for like a little bit, dude. You'll be all right,
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I get it when it was like I think if I know what you're referring to specifically, it was at TwitchCon during the partners only thing that everyone was roped out from, and people would live stream. I totally get that. It's like, dude, like chill the fuck out. I mean, we know you're around all of us other partners, but like, dude,
right?
It's more of like a networking thing outside of streaming the networking thing. So
exactly,
I totally get that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's just crazy. A little too much for. I see a lot of the thing is everyone has it. Everyone's got the accessibility right on their phone to stream or just record stuff. It's like, just put it down for a little bit. Enjoy the moment a little bit. You don't necessarily have to be on camera all the time. I mean, I'm sure it gets old, man. Like, just who wants to, you fly out there, do some business deals, hang out with, your buds a little bit, and then you got someone pointing a camera in your face the whole time you're trying to not be on camera. It's like, ugh. I could imagine, man.
Yeah, that just gets annoying. But I don't know.
Yep.
We'll be there one day behind that
behind that big old glass bar, Jaggers just pumping out brewskis left and right.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm getting dragged out by police. I'm not belligerent, you're belligerent.
Is he with you? He's with me. He's with me. Don't worry.
That's my buddy right there. That's Izzy_3GS and Red Rekka and Stroxy's chair. That's his chair.
Ryan, your dog's just a big chilling back there.
Yeah, she's panting from under the board.
Oh, lordy. When are we going to an event, Jagger? What's up? I haven't gone to an event since me and Ryan went to PAX. Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
I need to go to another one. I'm not sure. Still playing it all out. TwitchCon seems good. BlizzCon seems... I'm glad I dodged the bullet. That was the last BlizzCon, so I don't know if I'm going to go to this one. Dude. But
I would have cringed so hard if I went to this last BlizzCon, and I would have asked for a refund.
Yeah.
They didn't announce anything, dude. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, imagine flying there and then just... What?
Just a whole lot of nothing.
And you know what's funny? All the Diablo hardcore fans were like, I actually wasn't too disappointed. I still had fun. It's like, shut the fuck up. You're just saying that.
No, I think they would, because BlizzCon is actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of things.
I've never been there.
There's a lot of things to do outside of that.
I'm talking about the people who are diehard Diablo fans who went there for the first time, and then that's the news that they hear is that there's a mobile game coming out. It's like,
also they don't know what they're. I don't mean to be like BlizzCon elitist, but it's like their first time, so they don't know what they're really getting themselves into. But
True.
it's like the other BlizzCons were like way better.
Right, exactly.
I think I got it the best time. My first BlizzCon was the Overwatch announcement plus Metallica was playing at their closing ceremony.
Wow, you had a heck of a time.
Couldn't have gotten better, baby. So first going to BlizzCon or Overwatch opening announcement where oh my god, is this a fucking Pixar movie? What is going on? Oh, this is a video game? Oh, we can play this right now? What the fuck? Oh my god, Metallica's closing the show? Oh my god, I can watch the StarCraft finals live for the first time? Versus, hey guys, welcome to BlizzCon. We're gonna play Diablo Mobile.
Don't you guys have phones?
Yeah. Don't you guys have phones? StarCraft, by the way, have you guys heard of DeepMind? DeepMind is a thing where a robot controls StarCraft. And by the way, coming up in the closing ceremony, Train. Train drops to Jupiter, everyone. Evie knows drops of Jupiter.
He really doesn't like him, I guess.
But it's like, how boring of a BlizzCon? I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
See, I'm glad. I don't know, the TwitchCons or the TwitchCon I went to 2016. Holy crap, I'm getting old.
Yep.
Yeah, I went to 2016, and that was when it was a little more low key ish, I'd say. Now it's just popping, dude. Oh my gosh, there's been like they're running out of space to like hold these TwitchCons now, I think, and so. But yeah, I was just gonna say, they're growing so much, and I had so much fun. Excuse me, at the at my first TwitchCon. Obviously, I got to meet Dave in person for the first time, and a couple of my other streamer buddies I've known for a really long time. That itself is always a good time. But yeah, I mean, shoot, there's nothing better than like a good convention, man. Twitch is really cool though, because it's very community based. You know everyone that's there, everyone that's on panels, and they got some good stuff for the most part. Stuff you look forward to for the upcoming year and whatnot. I don't know when is TwitchCon this year?
Well, they're having the one in Berlin. Right?
I know that. I'm not going to that, but
obviously,
yeah,
that's really far away.
Is someone dropping $4,000 by my desk, or I'll go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down for that. This one, they haven't won San Jose, or having the TwitchCon event at San Jose. How long does that go for? Because I'm seeing like
3 days.
Okay, so I'm saying like a pre-day, almost like on Thursday.
My first con I ever went to, we went every single day. That was terrible. I usually now for cons we'll go like Friday when everyone goes, and then we'll kind of step in and out during Saturday. Usually don't go the last day unless there's a big event happening, but I don't know. It's more or less for just hanging out with people that you don't get to hang out with at all, and just kind of doing business stuff out there and just whatever. Pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's gonna be packed, dude. Like last year.
Yeah. What were you saying? Last year was like really crazy. Well, with the lines and stuff from the beginning, it looked nuts.
Well, they have because of the whole Madden incident last year, they're gonna be checking bags and not allowing a certain weight limit for bags in these conventions now. It's just gonna be a thing now.
So I meant like weight limit for people.
Oh
like, well,
no! Oh my!
50% of people are gone. Sorry.
Jagger's banned from all future TwitchCons. Yeah, that'd be fun to go to, though. I'd love to do that, and we will do it with the right people, Ryan.
Mm-hmm. No more.
We're not doing last second calls anymore. I'm done with that. I'm an adult, all right? And an adult does not sleep on a water mattress the whole week. All right?
Is that what happened last time? Everyone kind of like just dipped out. They got tickets and they dipped out.
Well, one, it was the biggest snowstorm in Boston has ever had in like the last however many years. So my flight got delayed like 3 times. So thank God we had our place for like an extra 2 days. Otherwise, I would have been sleeping in an airport for 2.5 days. So, but yeah, just, I don't know. It was very disorganized, and there's a little bit of drama that I won't talk about going on with some people in the group that just made it less fun. And then, yeah, and just, I don't know. It was just really disorganized mostly, and it just wasn't the most enjoyable experience. So for my next con, I will organize it, or Ryan will organize it. Someone that I trust that will know how much people to get involved in it, and where to get the place to stay and stuff like that. Just organize it better. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. But yeah, you want to be organized with these things, because if you're staying for like 4 days, you don't want to be sleeping on the floor or something stupid.
No,
it's not fun.
Yeah, being organized is like the best. It seems kind of controlled when you're there, but when you leave, you're like, God, I'm glad I did that.
Right. Exactly. Especially.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just say, especially since you're like staying there for. Usually, people go like what either a Wednesday or Thursday, just to kind of, you know, go to places to eat, check out the city, and go do some other things, and then go to the convention. So you want to be able to have, you know, time and not feel rushed and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, because the first event I went to, like BlizzCon, I was like, we hit the ground running, and it felt like super rushed. And
that's exactly what I did.
Oh, dude, it's like, okay, we're here. Okay, we got to go grab our tickets as soon as we land. We got to, like, of course, we had, you know, the day before to grab tickets. But so we had to grab our tickets. We have to wait in line. We have to eat, go to bed, get up at 5 to go get in line for the convention, be at the convention, you know, go to bed. And then later on, it's like, okay, now we got to get up, fly out at noon. It's like, all right, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Right.
Some days you just want to sit at the beach. That's all
give yourself a little bit of time. Yeah, that's, I don't know. That's why I probably won't ever go to like a convention every single day of the week, unless for some reason I would have like a panel I need to go to or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Like, take it as like a little vacation, but also like network and do all that sort of stuff while you're out there. Just experience it, you know? It's a good time. It's a good time, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Dang, it's already been over a year, Ryan, since we've gone to a convention.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh, wild.
That was my first one too.
That was fun. Regardless of how unorganized it was, that was fun. You, me, and Dave just running it.
Oh man, that was great. So funny.
Oh my god. That's right, Kate. Diller was there. Nova was there. Oh man, that was a good time. Man, imagine if we had
it fun at the end of the day.
Yeah, we did. Sure. We made the most of it. Even with the snow. God, that was brutal, dude. Now that I really think about it, it was ferocious out there. And me and my buddy Tyler, we were in shorts the first 2 days. Us Minnesota boys up there in shorts, and then all of a sudden starts blizzard. Blizzard just comes out of nowhere. Like, oh, all right, here we are. That's cool. Oh man, I'll never forget that trip though.
Definitely some good times.
Good times, man.
The car accident that happened right
That's right, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally, either me or Bren said like, oh no, I said it. I was like, dude, I'm surprised there hasn't been like a bunch of car accidents out here with how slippery it is. Literally 5 seconds later, 2 cars smash into each other.
T-boned.
Just like, okay.
You're an omen, dude.
Ryan, we gotta have a redemption for our handshake. Oh my god, that was tough.
That was embarrassing.
It's because I was holding the camera. I blame myself. I was holding the camera because I needed to get
the Twitch clip.
I have the. I vlog all these.
The camera in his right hand.
That's right.
Then that made it difficult at first, and then he went in for a handshake. I went in for a hug. So then it was just a mess.
I just sent it. I was just like, whatever. Just come here.
White people.
No, but I know. Rough. God, the whites are at it again, boys. No, but Jagger, I make out of each event I go to, I make a movie. Like my TwitchCon thing on my YouTube was like an hour long. My PAX one's like 30 minutes long, I think, too. So yeah, I have like all this stuff vlogged and everything, and I am one fat butt cheek in those videos, dude. I got the long hair down to like here, and I'm a big boy, dude. I'm thick with like 3 C's in those videos. It's fantastic.
You guys are so hard on yourselves. Like I look back at y'all's VODs, and you guys are not that fat. You guys, I dude, picture like when you guys like amp me up for it, I expect to see like Rosie O'Donnell with a mustache on camera, and I don't fucking see that. I see like a normal person. You guys are so like hard on yourselves.
Dude.
That was just chubbiness.
With a mustache? Yeah. Okay, I have to just like give you the clip. I don't know where it is. I gotta find it because, oh my god. Oh, Lord have mercy. 1 year. What day was this? Hold on, let's see. It was... Dude, April 24th, 2017 is when I posted this. What? It's been 2 years? I didn't know that. I thought I had my Discord. Dude, oh my gosh. It's been 2 years, dude. The heck? We really need to go to an event now. Holy smokers, dude. Oh my god. Good times, man. Never. There we go. Jagger, just look at me, dude. Just look at me.
All right, let's see what you got here.
Skip past the beginning so you don't see that awful handshake.
Oh, dude, that's tough.
Oh, that's at the beginning? That's the first part I'm watching.
Pretty sure.
You're editing shit.
Oh, chat. Chat, if you want to go cringe.
It's not even bad.
Dude, it's...
One time I gained like 30 pounds in like 3
You should
months.
see my TwitchCon, dude. My TwitchCon, I'm huge. I'm an absolute unit.
Oh my god, you guys are not that bad. You guys look fine.
Oh, man.
As a heterosexual male to you guys.
Dude, I was going to say, we look fine, huh?
I had to preface that. Preface? That you guys look fine, so.
Oh, man. What's the timestamp? Which one? The awful handshake, the ramen run.
Oh, this is going to be mine.
No.
Oh,
Dude, I wish I remember also when that car accident happened, we're also like, damn, if you too bad you weren't recording that.
Right, dude?
Would have been like
the one
best
time I'm
shit
not
ever.
vlogging.
holy shit. So you know how on Red Record's Discord he has the thou who shall not be named?
Yeah.
On his Discord, on thou who shall be named Discord, this is gonna be that handshake.
Right, you know what we should do? Next event, we should make cutouts, cutout faces.
Oh my god, dude.
Just walk
Go
around.
to the concerts and stuff with it.
Well, and then people are
my
like,
God.
who is that? I was like, the greatest human alive.
You don't know this man?
You've never heard of him? He's the greatest YouTuber alive.
Please follow him at twitch.tv/Shroxy.
Oh my god.
Wow, you've really grown up, Shroxy. Who are you?
What? These guys are wearing your face around TwitchCon. What?
You need to lose some weight, buddy. Whoa. I've been like this my whole life. What do you mean?
Excuse me? Oh man, dude. Just to get Jagger on the YouTube, man. Shoot. I'll do it for the YouTubes, man.
I'll do it. I mean, of course, I didn't really have a choice there, but
Yeah, I'm shoving a camera in your face.
Don't film me, please.
I'll be like, smile.
If you film me one more damn time,
I swear to God, I got the professional vlogging set up now, so I don't look like a scrub. Like it's massive. It's like Casey Neistat status, where you get an arm workout from holding your freaking camera up for too long. It's that ridiculous. Got like the boom microphone on it and everything. You're like, all right, so just getting winded by walking around carrying the stupid thing.
That's the thing I need to like invest for is like a good camera.
You
Like
honestly
vlogging
don't
and
have
stuff.
to spend that much, man. If you can get like a solid DSLR base and then spend the money on like the lens, you're golden, man. You're good to go.
Yeah, that's where like I feel like that's a new like I don't know if as far as like stream quality goes, I feel like that's up there. Like the DSLR stream thing is like pretty new, but it's also like really nice. Like you can tell when someone's streaming with DSLR.
Well, when I go full cam, people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's the most professional setup ever." I'm like, "Thanks, but not really." I mean, I just plugged my DSLR in, bada boom.
Rear quality's always been good. And when I was talking, like it was when we did that 10-man podcast the other day. Was talking. That was like one of the best times I've had, by the way.
I love doing those.
That was funny as hell.
But when we were talking about doing when we were playing Realm together and Flopkids was watching me, and he thought I was watching a video because he heard how good your quality was.
Oh, my
like,
mic.
and he was like, and Flopkids was like, "How long is this video?" And he's like, "Oh, you're actually talking to someone? What the hell, dude?"
That's actually
Dude,
hilarious.
Realm is so fun, man. Every time we play it, time flies.
Oh, dude,
It's
I say it every time, Ryan. It's usually like a Monday morning now, or like a Tuesday morning,
Yeah.
and we'll just. Oh, I gotta go eat. It's been 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it has.
That game's a blast.
Good stuff. Which what are we playing tomorrow, by the way, for MMO Monday?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm down for some BDO if you guys are.
Oh, baby,
I've been feeling it lately.
I'm down.
Been
So-
watching people play it more, and I'm just like, dude, I want to get into this. They look like they're having a good.
So I kind of want to pick your brain on that, Ryan, because I saw your recent tweet talking about how you're not sure about World of Warcraft. As far as the guy in the MMO genre goes, like, what do you think branching off to would be more, not necessarily fun for you, but more like what helps substantiate your growth on Twitch?
Yeah, so that's actually a good point you bring up, because I was talking to my girlfriend about it literally yesterday. Because I left the shitty guild that I was in that wasn't doing anything basically, and I got like today alone I got like 8 guilds asking me to join because they want me in it so bad. And I joined one today, but when it comes to streaming, in total I need to put in about, I want to say like 10 to 12 hours into WoW every week. So I was thinking, I was like, dude, if I dedicate all of that time to a different MMO with, first off, less saturation, I'm learning a lot from it. So people are more interested in what I'm learning as well. It's just like, I, my view count would just go up guaranteed, is how I feel about it. And not only that, but I feel like I could have more fun with it because I actually don't know what to expect, and it'd be like a surprise. So yeah, I was considering like maining BDO or something like that, because I know how grindy BDO is just after, watching people play it for so long and stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I definitely would consider playing that for sure.
Am I having a fever dream, or did BDO come out with the BR recently?
Yes, it did.
About?
And that brings up a funny topic, because I forget who, but they were trying to argue that the game was not paid. To get into the Battle Royale game mode, you have to pay IRL money, first off. But second, you get certain rewards from it that are like insane rewards to get, like materials for crafting or whatever, upgrading gear. And it's like, I don't know, that in my book, being able to pay to get into a certain game mode that you can't join by any other means, I feel like that's pay to win, because you're paying to essentially get a better footing on everyone else. So yeah, it's something that I'll have to look into it more to get the actual facts. But from what I saw, it was like you pay for tickets to go into the Battle Royale mode. When I first saw people playing it, I was like, holy shit, finally they implemented it. And then I find out that you have to actually pay for it. And it's like, what the fuck?
Wait, are we talking BDO Battle Royale?
Yeah. Yeah, so the Battle Royale game mode you actually have to pay for to get into it. You have to pay for like tickets.
What? Like in game money or
Yep.
real money?
Real money.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so I was really upset to see that. Maybe there's a way to use in-game money. I'm not sure, but I'm assuming if it is something you can do, it probably costs a lot of in-game money. So either way, it's kind of like, what the fuck? Should just be a thing. But I get it, because the rewards you get from it are really, really good if you win. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, what the fuck? Can you make it maybe a mode that is free that gives less rewards or something? I don't know.
Sure.
Interesting.
But yeah, I've always been considering, dumping more time into an MMO that's not as saturated, not as, because I know for a fact I don't get any growth from WoW, and I don't know if I'm trying to compete for like the highest level I can in it, which unfortunately it's like Overwatch, in the sense that you need to rely on other people to actually get to a higher rank and stuff like that. It's hard to like solo rank up and stuff like that. So like with that, it's kind of hard to, get any growth on it. If you're not competing at the highest level in something, then you're just kind of fucked.
Yeah, I think it's exactly how Overwatch was.
Yeah.
It's weird because you reach that like level. It's like between like Diamond. No, not Diamond, but like Master and GM. It goes from you suck to hey, I'm playing this character that you don't play. What are your tips? It's like I don't know. Like I know a little bit less now than I knew like fucking 250 SR ago. Just give me a break, dude. I had a good job. Or I did a good job on this game for like 3 games. Like, give me a second. Twitch is so inconsistent like that with the viewers.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear something scummy? I heard as far as that goes, like as far as like getting viewers for like certain perks you have. I knew a dude who I used to host every once in a while, and I'm not gonna name his name, but it rhymes with Launch Lacho, and he would like, you know, when Twitch does a thing like, hey, if you watch this stream for so long, you get certain drops, and we have drops enabled. So if you get this, you get a profile picture. You get this, you get a skin. This dude would like do exclamation point drops available just to get viewers. And I've been seeing like this constantly. Like people are getting more and more like constant with like being desperate for viewers, and it's getting like very annoying.
Oh, that's a great
Or attention.
point.
Getting more desperate for attention, i.e. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
I don't know. Go.
I'm not gonna say it, but
Excuse me.
by the way, I'm new to your chat. Hashtag I lurk in your chat a lot. Hashtag my whole family just died. So
I'm just gonna put this out there right now. We've said this on the podcast many times. Streamers are not your therapists. We're down to talk, but if it's gonna be an everyday thing, you know, go see a professional. I would love to be able to help, but I'm not a certified therapist. I'm not. I'm an entertainer, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I can't give you all of my attention when I'm trying to play said game or raid in said game or whatever, compete in this game. It's very disengaging from the chat as well, you know. Not everyone, a lot of people, you know, get away from their shitty job, their shitty day, whatever, had a bad day, and they want to come onto Twitch and escape from reality just a little bit, hang out in someone's stream, just relax, kick it back. You know, it's a lot of people's entertainment, a lot of people's way of just relaxing, winding the day down a little bit. And then you got, you know, Sorry Sally over here in the corner, and you got Debbie Downer over here, and they're woe is meing the most negative things in the chat. It's just like, oh, come on, man. Like, I'm sorry. I really am sorry that that's happened to you, but I don't know what else I can do. I'm sorry, you know? I can only do so much as a broadcaster. I had the same thing happen to actually one of my other friends, and she just was done with it. It's like, we are not your therapists. Stop, please. Like,
But also, it can bring down the mood of
100%, dude. 100%.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like whenever I want to watch a stream, I'm usually watching to see either laugh or see something badass happening, and I want to focus on that, not someone talking about their dog shitting all over their walls.
Coating the walls, dude, you know?
Yeah.
I just pictured Bob Saget from Dumb and Dumber. It's like, there's shit everywhere.
I love that movie, dude. Holy shit.
You like that? That movie was
Dumb
shit.
and Dumber,
Nobody
the
did
first
it.
one? I love
No,
that movie.
Dumb and Dumber with Bob Saget.
Oh, there's a second one? I didn't
No,
even know.
there's a Dumb and Dumber and there's Dumb and Dumber 2.
What the fuck?
There's the prequel. Listen, you just stop while you're ahead with the first one. There's a prequel and then there's a sequel. You need to get out at the first one. I'm just telling you.
I've only seen Dumb and Dumber, the regular Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that's the good one.
Good one.
But yeah, we're saying is like, we're not your therapist. This whole, it's like, don't.
Is it like a coping mechanism, you think?
No, listen, like Angry Pug once said this, and I kind of disagreed with him, and now I agree with him wholeheartedly. He was like, Twitch streaming, like as a job, like interacting with people can be worse than retail, which at the time, it sounds very, very outlandish. It's like, that's not worse than Barbarian. You get paid more. But with the people that you see him deal with, and especially like all of us, it's like the people there, like, let me give you an example. When people go to a store to buy clothes, they're going for the clothes. When people are going to Twitch streams, they can be going to Twitch streams for a variety of reasons.
That's a great
They
way
could
of
be
bringing
going.
it.
Yeah.
They could be going for entertainment value, to interact with the streamer, to be a part of a community. They could be going for all sorts of things, or they could be doing what we obviously are ranting about, making the whole party about themselves. Like,
Venting.
they're that person at the party who is the last one to show up, first one to get fucked up, and first one to get carried out of the fucking party. That's the way they are. That's how it goes. And just for you to be that person all the time in a sober mind state, every single day you're in the stream, it's very annoying.
It's not contagious, to put it lightly. You know?
Yeah.
Well, the worst part about it is it's not like you can ban the person, but it's going to be seen as thoughtless, but it's not.
You know,
it's harder when you network with that person. When you network with that person who networks with other people that you know.
Yeah.
That's what makes it hard.
It's hard in general too. Like, you don't want to look like an absolute ass. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
it's
oh,
easier for
like,
me, but...
no, I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard to like, yes, I'm really sorry that, you know, that happened to you. Everyone goes through stuff, and that's fine. But I don't necessarily want to hear about it every single time. Like, if you're going into someone's broadcast and that's the only type of mood you're bringing, it's just not contagious. You know, people aren't going to want to be around all the time when, you know, that's the mood you're bringing to the table every single time you type in or chat or whatever.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's like, you really need to be careful with, like, just being that person in chat. Because I realize I do that sometimes a lot too. But I don't do it to that extent where I'm like I feel like I'm craving attention.
What do you do? By what? Define what means you do it by.
By me personally,
Yeah.
It's like I'll do things where, like, I tell a story, like, as soon as I come into the stream, and then when I see, like, how the streamer reacts, and not necessarily react negatively, how he reacts from going to gameplay to, like, reacting to my comment, I kind of gauge that, and I was like, oh, that was, like, kind of like an offlandish thing. It has nothing to relate to what the streamer said or what the streamer's doing right now. And I mean, I don't make it like a very tragic story, obviously, because I have a little bit of awareness. But if he reacts to my thing, he's like, "Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that," and it kind of like makes the energy and the vibe kind of more awkward. Then I'll kind of like delve out of what I was talking about. Like, I won't leave stream, obviously, because that's a fucking weird thing to do.
Right.
Or I won't say, "Oh, hey, by the way, just because I told you that tragic story, now I'm going to lurk in your channel." I'm not going to do that, because obviously I do appreciate the lurks, but that just leaves on an awkward note. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to try and like.
It's hard for me to do that. It's really hard for me to just say I'll lurk. I don't know. Maybe just because I've been around the live streaming community a very long time. I don't know. I like engaging with people. I genuinely like to engage with people's communities, because each community has a different vibe to it. Whichever one you're spending more time in. You know, each different community has a different vibe, I think. And I appreciate the lurks. I'm right there with you, Jagger, on the lurks. The lurks go a long way, and that's awesome. You know, thank you for supporting by leaving a tab open. That's great. But I'm trying to think of in the mindset of someone that just only does it for the lurks. You know what I mean? Where are you just trying to network? And that's fine if you're just trying to network, but I think the best way to network, if you really are, you know, I mean, first of all, you've got to get along with the person. Here's the thing with networking. You got to get along with the person. You genuinely have to have a connection with that person, and you genuinely have to spend time in that person's chat and community and chit chat with them. Get to know them, you know, get to know them. Don't just go in there every single day and say, oh, hey, I'm going to leave a tab open and then leave right away. I like to genuinely sit in someone's stream, ask them how they're doing, what games they've been playing lately. Do you plan on picking this game up, and engage with the broadcaster? I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but that's just how I've always, I guess I can call it networking, or just connecting with another broadcaster that I genuinely enjoy.
No, I totally agree. It's not always making it about yourself.
Exactly. You know,
it's it's finding common ground with the streamer. And there's some streamers you're going to see and that you host, or whether it be host or talk to or follow on Twitter, and you'll see the personality. Like either they're going to click with you or they're not going to click with you.
Right. And that's fine, you know? Like, it's a good thing that you want to connect with someone else, but if you guys don't click, you don't click. Bottom line. You know,
Sure.
There's a lot of people that try and really, I wouldn't say force it, but are a little pushy with it, you know, or just like they want to connect with you. You see that, but it's just like you guys don't really vibe and click together. You know, it's just not really going to work out fully, which is fine. You know, that's just how life works.
Yeah, it's such a weird, like, because I can only describe this to you or Red or someone else who streams, but it's like it's weird when you click with somebody's community, but you don't click with the streamer necessarily.
I don't think I've ever. I'm trying to think if I've had a situation like that. Not that I'm aware of. At least people that I have networked with. No, that I've talked to.
It's really weird because eventually that bridge is going to burn itself. But
I was going to say the bridge is already being burned at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It can end like very civilly, or very civil, or it can be bad. Most of mine end very civil because I'm just like, meh, you know, and it just happens from there. But yeah, you can. I mean, it can grow from there, but I mean, you have to have very like not likable personalities, and that's not the word I'm looking for, but very similar personalities to be able to connect with that streamer and their community.
Right.
So
yeah, no, I 100% agree right there. It's one of the things I'm trying to really master my craft as of the last couple of years of broadcasting when it comes to networking and trying to find the right people to I guess cycle out hosts, you know, share love in the community, whether it's, you know, sitting in there chit-chatting, hanging out, gifting some subs, doing that sort of stuff, just supporting, because like that's just like I said, any support is good support at the end of the day. But really engaging and really being a part of a community, and you know, you see a lot of people are like donating and gifting all these crazy amounts of subs and expecting a lot of gratuity and favor for or in return, sorry, for the same thing, you know, and they shouldn't necessarily. It's just, I don't know, it's a really Twitch with networking when you're starting off networking on Twitch. It's really hard to people read until you kind of dive into it a little bit more and really try to read that. Like it's more reading like a community too, and a person, and how they, you know, want to necessarily network, I guess. It's really hard to explain. I'm sure you guys are kind of picking up what I'm putting down here, because you guys obviously have, you know, been streaming a long time as well. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's its own thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't know. I never thought of networking as such an important thing until the last couple of years I've been doing this. And obviously that's why we do the podcast. I love to be able to talk about these things and kind of have other people that are in the same field be able to relate to similar topics and stuff like that. And then obviously being able to have other, you know, people that we want to network with or want to have on the podcast, and, you know, give other people a opportunity on a platform to kind of share themselves with, you know, because, you know, at the end of the day, we could have 1 million people on this podcast, you know, some really cool people we get along with.
We've been close to that.
Yeah, pretty close.
I mean, not us, but
but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to click with some people, you're going to not click with some people. And that's just how it rolls sometimes. It's just you always see someone that's really pushy with it, and really trying to like, hey, we should, you know, play this game, or we should do this sometime, or we should link up. It's like, I'll let you know, man. You know, if it happens, it happens, kind of thing, or whatever. You guys ever have that kind of pushy person? Like like their intentions are good. Their intentions are good.
But yes,
that
person is very stressful to play with and to network with, and it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, just like intentions are really good. Just presenting it isn't the best, I guess, you know. I don't know. It like I said, it's its own thing, you know what I mean? It's just really hard to explain because it's like you can have people skills with this whole networking thing, but you gotta really click, man. Like that's why I put off doing a podcast for such a long time with people on Twitch, because I wanted to make sure I did it with the right people, at least as the main guests, you know, because I think that's so important. And granted, it helps that I've known Ryan for a very long time. I've known Jagger for a very long time. Casey as well. I've known all you guys for over 2 years easily. So, I mean, that makes it, you know, a lot easier. But, I mean, we get along, we click, we just, it just helps. It just flows properly.
I mean, it is a lot of work, like what Morton's saying in chat. Definitely worth it. Because without the networking thing, you make more friends, and it's weird because when you start streaming, you start to like, not necessarily Izzy, because Izzy's like just a social butterfly, right? Like I'm sure he does fine with IRL friends, but me, it's like you start to close it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have your IRL friends, but they like become less of a priority than streaming. That's great. That's fine. You have your priorities set as far as I mean, at least I think I have my priorities set as far as that goes. But I mean, when it comes to like networking stuff, that becomes like your kind of like your friend zone. It's really weird to explain.
No, I know exactly what you mean. I think of it as a spider web, dude. It's like your networking spider web almost. You know what I mean? Where it's like a whole different type of zone. And I mean, you know, my friends, I've been in a really good place lately, just like content wise, business wise. It's just I'm in a really good headspace. I really love what I'm doing right now, and I think I'm just on the cusp of getting to that next stage of what I want to do with content, I think. And that's why I've just been so laser focused. Like I've just been not that I've been cutting out people in my real life, just like I'm focused right now. I'm in a really good place, and you know, my friends realize that, which is good. You know, you like to keep that in check as well. But yeah, I mean, you can totally, for a lot of people, if you don't go out necessarily a lot, you just, you know, like me, I mean, I just kind of go to work and stream. That's pretty much my life for the most part. And so you kind of get, like Twitch kind of becomes your life, you know, in a sense. It kind of becomes your real life as a broadcaster after a while, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, you put so much time into it and everything. It's like these people coming into your chat, people that are networking with you. Those are like your true friends after a while. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I'm saying that a lot this podcast, but no, I'm on like, I'm just, me and you are on the same wavelength with that, as far as that goes. Because if you're like dedicated to something, you definitely want it. So you need to like cut things out to make.
I know. No, I know what you're saying.
Not sound like not make dreams come true, because that sounds really fucking cliche and lame. But try and make like your goals a little bit more achievable. Yeah, definitely passion. It's just how it goes. Like it's not really like a task anymore when it comes to networking, and it sounds really annoying, and it can be really annoying. But that's just like it becomes second nature. You get used to it so fast. You don't even think about it after a while, and it's just the way it goes.
Right on. So. No, yeah, I took the words right out of my mouth. Just like the whole process of it, and the way some people go about it, it can come off very aggressively. Even if most of the time people's intentions are really good, most of the time I would think, you know. It's like people just want people to play with a lot of the time is what it comes down to, you know. Like for instance, like a good example, I'm sure for Ryan would be like having people to play Siege with 24/7, you know. Oh, yeah, you know, sure. Like intentions are great there, you know. But let's just say someone that just started streaming yesterday, Ryan, you know, just is like, oh, yo, I'm down to play Siege with you every single day, but you should retweet my tweet every time I go live or whatever on Twitter, like stuff like that. Like their intentions are good, but they're coming off really aggressive, you know, not really knowing how to do it, you know, the non-rude way is kind of what I'm saying, you know.
No, I get it. I don't know. It's weird because, like, going back to what Angry Pug said about retail being not as bad as Twitch. Like,
And I've done retail, dude.
It sucks. It is rough. It is rough. It's like, I don't think retail is as bad as like waiting tables, because I've done both, obviously.
Yeah, I've done.
But dealing with just the non-enemy, is that the right word? Yeah, the non-enemy of the internet, and just anyone that could come at you at any time, whether it be a billionaire, it could be Tom Brady and Giselle in your chat, or it could be a 10-year-old who, if you ban him in your chat, he's going to be a piece of shit and a blight to your stream
Blight.
for months and months and years on end.
Yeah,
like, there's no in between.
It's like we say, it's the Wild West out here, man. Anyone with a keyboard and a mouse and an internet connection is capable of doing essentially whatever they want to a degree. You know, it's crazy. It is something. It's like nothing it's like nothing anyone's ever experienced before, essentially. It's no college will ever train you for a job like this. No YouTube videos, no nothing. You got to experience it yourself and, kind of go through the motions of what the whole like Twitch culture is, essentially. You know what I mean? So like a good example too is like like all my IRL buddies, they think like PogChamp or the Pog emote is the funniest thing in the world. So like they'll just like, because I kind of had to explain to them what like Pog meant and like what Kappa meant and stuff like that, the whole Twitch culture behind some of the stuff. And it's just funny how it's completely new to some people, but it's just been engraved in my brain for years, dude.
Well, it's funny because introducing things like Twitch chat to people, that's what brings newcomers into Twitch, is the Twitch chat.
It's the interaction, dude.
Yeah, it's that, but it's like just seeing like, how did I got one person. I was dating one person and they were like, they would watch me watch people online play video games and they're like, what are you doing? And I was like, yeah, just come in, sit down. And they sat down and I was watching DreamHack StarCraft, and they were watching when because there was this is, God, I feel like such a grandpa explaining this. It was back when Darude Sandstorm was such a thing in Twitch chat. And like they had at the actual DreamHack, they had Darude there to play the event. I was like, just sit down and watch. Just sit. I can't explain this to you right now, but just sit. And she sat down and I turned it off into the speakers, which when I had speakers was great. I put it on the speakers, and Darude played the entire thing of Sandstorm. And the highlight of that wasn't the event where all the nerds were slapping their slapsticks together and everything like that. It was when Twitch chat was making fun of the nerds slapping their slapsticks together. Which was great.
That's funny.
And they're like, look at those nerds. So ironic that people in Twitch chat were calling people in the DreamHack event nerds. And so that's what kind of brought it together. And everyone was typing Kappa and Kappa 123 and
Kappa 123. Oh my god!
And then you had to explain everything, and that's what kind of like brought the magic to it. So it becomes addictive. I don't know what it is about Twitch, but you get addicted.
It's just a culture, man. It's a culture that people can be a part of anywhere at any given time. Crazy.
Yeah, it's. I'm so glad I could like watch it evolve.
Dude, you're telling me I've been here since the JTV days, man. It's like it just became like I don't know, like a global phenomenon. Is that the right word for it? Because I mean, the way the news describes it, your modern day news, like your modern day Fox, CNN, whatever, is like, oh, like streamer phenomenon, or they don't even use streamer, like Twitch broadcaster phenomenon ninja makes $10 million a month playing video, just like the craziest thing. It's just come from so little to this. It's I don't know. There's nothing you can explain to people. I think that's the best way you could have put it, Jagger. You gotta like experience the culture for what it is and just kind of like see what's happening in front of you.
Yep.
Dude, you know what I had to do? Like, and it's not necessarily personal, but it is personal. But it was like I tried to explain to someone at work what I did because I told them I was meeting someone and that person was Ray. And so I was trying to explain to them. They're like, "Oh, how'd you meet?" I was like, "Oh, well, she like manages my online stuff. I do Twitch streaming, and like she's like a moderator and stuff." And I'd like explain this, and this lady was looking at me like, "You are fucking
nuts
in a different world right now." But it's like some people just don't get it, and I don't think some people will ever get it.
No,
and that's fine.
The previous generation will never get it, man. No matter how like deep you explain it, and no matter how much money you make, whatever, it's just a foreign thing to them. At the end of the day, they just, it's nothing they ever grew up with, and nothing they can really wrap their head around until they fully like see how it's molded together piece by piece. And even then it's like, oh well, I guess he's doing his thing, he's happy, he's making some money doing it, sure, that's cool. But I couldn't tell you, I mean, I've told the story a trillion times how many years it took me to convince my folks, like, yeah, this is a real thing, like I actually can do this as a part-time job, like here it is. It's hard to, I think it's just hard for people to wrap their mind around it. It's just like, why would someone, watch someone play video games? The number one thing that makes me so upset is like, why would someone donate to a streamer? It's like, why wouldn't you donate to a streamer? It's free to watch them regardless. So why wouldn't you, if you're enjoying the content, toss them a couple bucks or something? Makes sense.
Well, it's like tipping a server though. Like,
exactly.
Why would you not tip a server? And of course, I can relate to this more than anybody else. But it's like, why would you not tip a server? It's like that dude went out of his way to, or girl could went out of their way to do their due diligence and make sure you had a good time.
Exactly.
Like, if they're doing that, like if someone's like streaming, just playing games like this, not talking, not really like engaging with chat, they're just doing their thing. If someone's like going out of their way to engage chat, to talk to you, to like do other things to try and entertain you, why not throw a couple bucks their way?
Right.
I mean, I never like thought about donating. Of course, because this is when I was like very new to Twitch. I was like, why would I donate to something that's free? I would never do that. I would never.
Right.
And then you learn like, oh, I could subscribe. I can donate because I become part of the stream. I could subscribe so I get a badge. There's lots of things that it's kind of like delves into. It's just, I think when people are watching Twitch streams and they don't donate, it's either one of two things. It's either they're young or they're new to Twitch. And when people go out to eat and they don't tip, it's either they're young or they haven't been to many restaurants in their lives. Like that's just the way it goes.
Right, dude. Jagger, how much money do you spend on internet and or cable a month? Just out of curiosity.
$90.
$90. That's pretty low, considerably. You don't watch cable or anything like that?
No, I'm just straight internet.
Just straight internet. Okay, so let's just say your average adult, they watch their sports, they got their HBO, whatever. I mean, they're spending, I'm highballing $150 a month on cable / internet combo. Is that about, it's about in the right ballpark?
That sounds about right.
So let me get this straight. You're going to spend $150 on cable / internet. Most of the time, a lot of people don't really use the internet for like their streaming purposes. And nowadays it's a little different, but I'm saying for like an older generation. But yeah, I mean, you spend $150, $200 on your cable where you watch your 10 channels usually. But the funny part is donating to someone that's providing entertainment online is a foreign concept, but you pay $200 for your cable bill every month. It just doesn't, I don't know, my mind can't wrap around it. It's wild to me.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And it's a lot of the time it's more entertainment than you would ever get out of cable, especially like Jagger was saying, if the broadcaster is, very community based, and you feel like you're really a part of a community, and they're engaging and talking to chat, answering questions, trying to entertain to the best of their ability. I mean, for God's sakes, Jagger was putting Fortnite stickers on his nose the other day. Like, that's quality content right there. You know what I mean? Just like being a goof, having a good time. But yeah, the stuff like
having
that.
Having a bad time.
Swearing like a sailor, having a great time. Yeah, I don't know. I just find it almost ignorant, man. It's kind of crazy.
That's what it is. It is ignorance. It's
And
like denial.
yeah, denial's a good way of putting it.
It's gonna be weird because it's like I hate putting it into perspective of restaurants because it's literally just about me, about what I work.
No,
in.
it's a very good comparison, but
I've walked into many times, like when there's a family at a table, and I walk into them and they're trying to teach their kid how to tip properly, which blows my mind. Even right now, when I walk in, I'm like, oh my God, you have no idea. I can't explain this right now because I'm so fucking busy, but I love you. And I love what you're doing of how to tip like 20%. But it's like you've never seen someone like try to teach their kid, oh, you really like this streamer? Okay, well, here's how you can donate my money and my credit card to them. Like you're not gonna see it. It's like it's so like it like I said, a foreign concept, but it's something that's like a coming of the age tale. Like it will happen, not today, hopefully tomorrow, but
yeah, please tomorrow. PayPal
happen.
Link down below. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
dude, that would be wild, huh? Imagine
it's like
that.
when you earn your own money, if you do enjoy this broadcaster, hopefully you can support him in the right ways, which is good, great.
Let's put it like this. Let's put it into this, Jagger, since we're talking like comparing it to restaurants. I mean, how many times a week do you think people, let's just say like at your particular place that you're working at right now, how many people do you see there that are regularly there? Like in this, like in a week, numbers like wise?
60 people.
60. So those guys are coming, what, a couple times a week easily. And that's multiple people,
which is great.
Yeah. And a lot of the time those people are going to leave a tip,
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people that come into like your stream every day or every other day. A lot of the time they're subscribed. That's great. That's awesome. But think of how much money that is just by going out to eat and someone providing, food service to you. You're going to tip them every single time, I think it's very similar, someone providing content, and, especially if people are streaming every day or streaming on a good schedule and streaming for long hours, it's really appreciated by the broadcaster. And even it doesn't even have to be, $100 tip. It could be, a couple bucks, or some bits.
Sure.
Or toss in a gift.
15%, like something that's like recognizable, like, oh my God, this guy like enjoyed.
Or like I like to gift a sub, like just gifting a sub to someone or something like that, just tossing a couple bucks their way. Like, it goes a long way, and it really helps. It's like the streamer makes their money off of tips and subs. That's just how they do it. That's how they make the money.
Yeah, it's big. Like whenever, like I know you and my brother and everyone does that. Like they give subs. It means a lot.
Oh yeah,
like,
it really does. Makes a ton of difference. For sure,
it definitely does. Like more than the person receiving it can ever express, but it does mean a lot.
A lot of the reason I love doing it, not just because I know a lot of people in like our communities and stuff. That's a big reason why I like gifting subs to people. But it just gets everyone involved. Like you said, a lot of people are either they're newer-ish to Twitch and don't necessarily want to make the full leap into the water or dip their toes into the water yet, or they're younger and they don't have the funds. That's fine. I like to, like, hey, here's a gifted sub on me. Enjoy the emotes. Get involved with the community. Enjoy your sub badge. Stuff like that. Little things like that, dude, make such a big difference in communities. It's actually crazy. Just like the little thing.
What my favorite thing is say like I was watching Brent or something, someone new comes in the stream into the stream, and they're saying how they're new and all that, and then someone gifts them a sub into the stream right then and there. Holy shit, dude, you don't even know, like, that person will come back
100%. That's like, a big reason.
You, they'll at least come back one or two more times for sure.
Well, it's just the whole like, wow, this community's sweet. The streamer greeted me right away. This person gifted me a sub. These guys are pretty cool. I'm gonna go check them out again.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. There's a lot of different ways to get new people in, and you don't have to necessarily spend money. We're not saying spend hundreds of dollars every time a new person comes into the stream, but every once in a while, it's not a bad thing to invest in your own broadcast, whatever or whatsoever. Right. Like I know, what's Admiral Baru? He has like these sub things he does, where if Like, it's crazy. I mean, some of these guys are dropping hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but I mean, it's like if someone gifts him 20 subs, he'll double it. He'll gift like 50 subs or something like that. It's crazy. It's like, what? About getting people involved, though, you know, keeping people
Absolutely.
involved in the community and just, you know, and having a good time. It's bottom line of it for the most part. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things, though. It's like you see a new person, you know that person's new, boom, gifted sub, they're coming back 100%, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What was that? Oh, it's Jagger. I know, he's already pissed, dude. He's pissed about the Halo comment from earlier. Isn't Halo supposed to come out this year, Ryan?
I think so.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Halo Infinite? Is that right?
Yeah, Halo Infinite, I'm pretty sure.
Oh boy, I hope it's good. I really do.
Yep. Me too. I want one of those games again to grind out. It'd be so fun.
November?
Everybody would be on it too.
Oh, 100%. Especially if it's old old Halo movement. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how, like, if let's just say it runs good on console, well, Xbox, it's gonna be on Xbox, obviously. It runs good on Xbox, and it's old movement, and they don't have, like, the silly classes and stuff, dude. Could be nuts.
Yep.
It'd be nutty. We're talking about Halo, Jagger.
Oh,
Halo Infinite, November, dude. Will it bust or will it blow up? He goes, no.
About it.
Not even if it has old movement back, you don't think people are gonna hop on that?
I think that game's so far in development that, I mean, not that game in general. I'm talking about the whole series, like with the armor abilities, the whole like everything that didn't make Halo, the loadouts and everything. I think unless they hit some sort of special niche, I don't think it's going to be as good as it wants to be, which is very, I don't know. So it's just like everything with, like, let's take it back to Halo 3. Halo 3 was a great game. But what was the one thing that sucked about it? Bubble shields, equipment-wise, that was really about it. And then go back to Halo 4 or Halo Reach. I can't remember which Halo had the fucking armor lock ability where you punch the ground and you're immune.
4.
Actually, no. Halo Reach might have had it too.
It's
but
like
Halo 4 had one that
I didn't
lasted
mind
long.
Reach, honestly. I didn't think Reach was
liked
all
Reach
that
a
bad.
lot.
There was
Reach
a
was
lot
fine,
of grind in Reach. I liked it.
Reach was fine, but it still had the things that were when they were annoying, they were really annoying. Like the armor lock, like punching the ground and just like completely pausing the gameplay for a minute because armor locking was good. No, actually, it sucked. Armor locking was stupid because it just delayed gameplay. Like, you're gonna die either way. Like, there's very few moments, like maybe 2 out of 10 moments, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5 moments where you could armor lock and your teammates would save you, and it'd be worth in that regard. But everything else, like most of the time, it just completely slowed down the gameplay, and that's the things I don't like. There needs to be some sort, and this is the thing that I feel like 343 doesn't get. There needs to be some sort of counterplay. It needs to be fun to do the ability, but it needs to be fun to counter the ability as well, which is hard to balance out. It's like Overwatch. Overwatch had the same thing. Overwatch still has the same thing, where you need to have somewhere you can counter the ability, whether it be like short-term or long-term, but you need to be able to counter it. And that's what Armor Lock did. Armor Lock just totally shut everything else down, and it was so annoying to play against. And that's how I felt the way the newest Halos have been. I played the Halo 5 beta, and still felt like it was like really lacking. So I don't know.
Yeah, I remember the that armor lock thing could also blow up vehicles if you drop it in front of them. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jeez.
See, that part was actually not bad. If you did that the last
liked
second,
that. I thought it was
cool.
badass.
But as far as like when you play competitive levels, like not Valhalla or anything, or not Valhalla, but whatever the like big maps were, where there weren't vehicles, you try to actually play like a competitive game. it felt really annoying just to use. Like against vehicles, when you're playing like Big Team Battle or Big Team Social, wherever the fuck they call it now, that was fine. But like competitively, it's
Yeah.
Christ.
Surprised it wouldn't be turned off in competitive, honestly.
I was about to say, couldn't they just disable something like that if it was to that extent bad or uncompetitive, I guess?
But competitive in Halo Reach was like Bungie's multiplayer matchmaking, so you knew how that went. It was like a cross between competitive play and team action sack. So there was no like happy medium. It's like what's Call of Duty is doing now. Call of Duty is doing the CWL playlist that just came out with a recent update.
That's right.
Which that game is still lacking. But whatever. I'm never gonna be happy. I'm such an old gamer person.
They're getting there, but you know it's like 5 months too late.
Yeah, I mean it's really late for that playlist, but at least they're doing it. Versus Halo. Halo never had a playlist for that. Halo had ranked. I mean, that's it. That's all they had.
Right.
I think Halo Master Chief Collection had the ranked like MLG playlist or whatever. That was fun, but that was a
that game had a rough start.
Yeah.
If that game had a good start, man, who knows how far like the Halo 3 tournaments and stuff that are going to be happening this year could have been, man. Straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think it would have been huge. I think Halo would have made a comeback.
100%, dude.
Like not just Halo, like the franchise, but Halo 1, 2, like playing those games competitively. Oh.
Yeah. That would have been awesome. Dude, I can't wait for Gears of War 5 though. That's what I'm going to be grinding out this year for sure. I'm really excited for that. I was destroying kids in Gears of War 4, so like I'm excited to actually finally get into one, because I never got to like really play ranked much in any of them. But
I've got to dedicate like 3 nights of grinding in a row to Gears to fully get a grasp on the movement, because I can't do it. I don't know.
It's gonna take more than that, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Like I'm pretty savvy when it comes to shooters, but my goodness, dude, Gears, I don't know what it is. I can't get a grasp on it. Man. I can't wall bounce. I can't do it to save my life.
Basically, all you got to think about is how can I outplay someone with my A button in the
pressing A.
Yeah, like you just bounce back and forth.
Oh my gosh.
Well, think about it like this. It's like you have at least the first one and second one. When you wall bounce, you had a certain amount of time where you could get your shot off before you complete your rolling animation. So you got to bounce, no pun intended, bounce between when is it fine to do that, because you were vulnerable during that like instance. But you got to do that, and like, is it safe for me to wall bounce, shoot, and get to the next wall safely, or should I just wall bounce to the next wall, be safe? It's like it's all about like something like Dead by Daylight mind gamesy.
That's a really good way of putting it. Actually,
that's exactly what it is. It's like you're trying to, like, I've been in multiple situations where it's like, okay, I can wall bounce here, and then wall bounce again, or I could do something you won't be predicting, like wall bounce here, roll, and then just like basically dunk on a kid. Like you can always try and figure out how you want to play it. It's really weird because it's like there's certain situations you'll get in and you're like, there's no way I'm gonna win this because someone has an advantage on you 100. But I don't know, I feel like if you played with like 4 friends and you guys just played it all the just made call outs and stuff,
yeah, that'd be fun. Awesome. I think that's more of what it is, because I'm at that, like with fast moving shooters, I'm always with that COD mindset where if I can aim well, I can outplay this guy. But Gears, it's not that. In some cases it can be, but yeah, dude, the movement, it's all movement in that game. Like I'll just see guys running up, grab the boom shot, and then they'll just dart away and they'll get an angle on me and I'll just get smoked from the side just like that. I'm just like, eh.
Well, just the way some maps are laid out, it's like you'll grab the boom shot and they'll be like, yep. It's not like when new people play, they're like like trying to like roadie run across. It's like roll, roll. Like they're getting there like as fast as possible, and you have to like be able to compensate for that.
On the Gears topic, there's a big Gears tournament going on as we speak,
Right
and
now,
it was at 28K a little bit ago. Gears competitive is wild to watch. I don't know how many of you guys have watched any tournaments. I've watched a couple just because I like watching Optic play because those guys are nuts. But it is the biggest and probably the only esports that allows trash talk still to just all ends. Like they will stand up and literally scream at the top of their lungs, like facing these guys right next to each other, like old school COD lands, Halo lands. And yeah, they just do it. It's part of Gears culture, and it is the most wild thing. And then they shake hands after.
Yeah, I was watching them play it earlier today, and if you look at the crowd in there, dude, wow, like there's a lot of people.
Well, is it in Mexico City, right? I think Mexico's a huge Gears of War. Yeah, they're huge for Gears. They love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah,
I didn't think there would be that many people. I need to watch like the actual like tournament.
Dude,
I saw like some highlights.
It is they are so bloody good. It's ridiculous.
I watched a little bit and I was like, good lord, like I got exhausted watching the 30-second clip.
These guys are just like and then they'll do like the things where they wall bounce and then like they'll like wall bounce so quick and shoot the shotgun and then bounce back super quick and do it again on people. I don't know, like I just want to know like their thought process of it. Yeah. Their thought process of engaging like
it
that.
For like 3 days, and I could understand why certain things were being done in the pro play. I was like, holy shit. If I can do this on kids in public, they're done. Like, if I could get used
the
to
pro
it,
players are just so ahead, I feel like. I mean, in some gunfights, it's like gambling too, though.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Fortnite.
Exactly.
It's like if you have the experience over someone, they're done, no matter what.
It's just a very unique shooter game because of all the movement you can do. Because COD, you can only do so much. I mean, unless it's one of these newer CODs where you can do these crazy like little slides and head glitches and stuff, but yeah, like Gears, I don't know if a guy's gonna challenge me right off with a gun or if he's gonna slide, bounce, fake. Like you can kind of like fake in Gears from what I've seen. People will like try and run and they'll like, because you can kind of like shoulder peek different angles in Gears, right? So you can kind of like swivel on people and then try and dive in, go for a frag. It's just wild watching some of these really good players. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool stuff though. Like I would always suggest people try it out, because it's worth it. It's a good game.
It's cool to see it doing really well in esports though. As people are like, Gears is dead, and every time I look on Twitch, they have a big tournament, dude. They're doing pretty well from what I've been seeing lately.
Oh yeah,
do
better numbers than Rainbow Six Siege.
I was about to say that, just like Siege seems to be doing really well. They just had was it a Twitch Rivals tournament?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Did you end up getting to watch any of that? I wasn't able to do.
I watched Lyric and Shroud play against each other. That was pretty cool. There's obviously a bunch of other streamers.
There's a bunch of pro players too playing with all of them, just in the mix.
Yeah, yep, it was really cool. I think they should do more stuff like that for all.
I was about to say, I saw that tweet of yours, Ryan, where you were thinking like they should do this for affiliates.
Yeah, for sure. I think well, that's what I was saying about it was like how they're having the whole system of like putting the affiliates on the front page. That thing that's coming up this, like they could definitely mix that in there too.
Is that coming up this quarter? The Twitch update for that?
I don't know. I don't think it's this quarter because I feel like we would have heard about it by now. But who knows? They said 2019. They didn't say exactly when. From what
I guess one thing at a time. I mean, they are giving us quite a few updates already with all these mod tools and just different little integrations and stuff like that. It's been pretty cool. The little sub thing, it's going to be coming out this week. Sweet.
That's going to be great.
That's going to be fantastic,
the best
dude.
Thing they've done.
Yeah, it's so cool to be able to, like, you don't want to ever degrade someone for not subbing. Not that I do. That's just stupid. But, just acknowledgement. A little bit of an acknowledgement for supporting a streamer, Not everyone can sub every single month. I get that, but it's kind of cool. And then if you keep your, prestigious sub streak, it kind of shows for it, which is sweet. I like it. So we'll probably have an influx of you can share your messages when you sub. They'll probably have an influx of those now since they'll be coming back this month.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you just sub yesterday or the other day? What's going on?
Wait, what?
Oh, I was talking about like there's gonna be probably an influx of people sharing their resubs now because of the whole resub update for people that have subbed in the past.
Oh, yeah.
So people are gonna be like, "Hey, I can update this, or I can send this. Oh wait, I got one again today." Like, wait, did you sub twice? Do I get twice the amount of money, or?
Right.
I've had like one dude who's been subbed ever since I got affiliate, and he's like, "If you keep streaming, I'm going to keep subbing." And it means a lot.
Heck yeah.
And then it's like everyone else is going to be like, "Okay," but that one dude who's kept with me the entire time I've been affiliated, it's like, dude, you are the filet mignon.
We love it.
As far as that goes.
Well, you've had a guy since day one, or I'm sure you've had a couple
yeah.
guys since day one, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, those are the real heroes that don't wear capes right there.
Yeah.
The day oneers, man. It's kind of crazy.
I hope a lot of those people realize what that could mean, like down the road.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't. It's like I can never express it in words, but it's always like, dude, you're fucking awesome, man. That's all I can say. It's like, you are fucking awesome. This guy's the man. Like, this is the guy. If I were to take a picture with him, I'd be the guy hugging him and then like pointing at him.
Yes,
like, this is the real motherfucker right here. Like, that's the only way I could put it.
Heck yeah, dude. The OGs. Love it. What was I gonna say? I had something on the tip of my tongue. Forgot. I lost it.
Oh,
yeah. I was gonna say on the affiliate thing. I was talking to Ryan about this. It's crazy that the affiliate program has been out for 2 years almost, dude. 2 years almost. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when it happened.
I can't believe it.
The best thing Twitch has ever done, hands down. Probably made them
for me, yeah.
so much money, dude.
Oh god, I wish they would release the numbers how much just Twitch affiliates alone have made them. Definitely not as much as like partners, but
yeah, but the influx, dude, the influx value of how much from before and after. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
dude. Let's just throw it out there. There's about 400K of them. Let's say each one has 5 subs.
Oh my god!
5 times 400K. It's just like
big numbers, boys.
That right there is 2 mil.
Just in subs, not even bits, And
it's way higher than that.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's probably in the 10 plus mil, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, man. I couldn't believe it. Someone resubbed, a couple people resubbed the other day, 20 months. And I was like, I had to do a double take real quick. I'm like, 20 months? The thing's been out for 20 months already? I'm like, I was mind blown almost. I couldn't believe it. Like, good lord, time just flies doing this stuff, man.
Yeah,
it really does.
I agree, man.
Yeah,
as in true podcast fashion, I agree, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
we need that one person on here. No, dude, you're wrong. Like, no,
I want that.
I
want that so bad when when Izzy gets the monitor to put like 25 people on a podcast like we did the other night. I want to like have an argument with somebody with 25 other people in the room.
Here's a good thing. I really think you need to have that one friend who can challenge your thoughts, man. Whether or not you agree on everything or not, it's good to have that. You don't want a yes man everything. I mean, yeah. I feel like I'm a pretty honest person. I usually keep it a buck with most people. Just like, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that, man. Or like, just keep it 100 with people. At least try my best to, because you don't always want to ask someone, yeah, what do you think, man? It's like, oh yeah, sure, dude. Like,
Yeah. You know what my thing is? I want to get better at debating people. That's my one thing. I don't want to learn how to sing, even though that'd be nice. I don't want to learn how to dance, although that'd be nice. I want to learn how to like actually debate people and like
Mm.
actually like carry on like a good long like 2.5 hour debate with somebody. I think that'd be the most interesting thing in the world. Like I don't know what you guys think, what you guys think, but I think it'd be just so cool to have that.
I can
I
ramble
watch
on for
people
a
debate
while,
all the
but
time.
It's great. It's like it's all about like tactics and stuff and like the little like minuscule things. And it's funny with debating because if you just slip up on responding or asking one thing, you've you're like you
lost the
basically
battle.
shot you shot yourself in the foot. It sucks. So you have to be very like careful what you say.
Yeah, debating's very meticulous and strategic, and you've gotta. It's like playing mind chess, man, with your opponent, basically.
Yeah.
but in questionnaire form or factual form, whatever you're going for. It's very interesting to watch really good people debate.
Yeah. It's like
Not necessarily
like
politics, but just like with anything. It could be
you know what
with
the key to
games or
debating
anything.
is? Don't ever agree with your opponent on anything ever. If
Mm.
someone says like something obvious, like, well, shouldn't humans like just naturally be able to live the way they want? You go, you don't say yes or no. You go, well, I believe they should believe it. Just like kind of like just cut into like what you believe in. Don't ever say yes or no. That's the biggest thing I picked up on. Like ever since like
Just kind of swoop it to the side.
yeah.
Yes, but you're completely wrong.
Yeah, but
well, I believe a little bit of what you're saying, but otherwise you're complete bullshit. And this is why XXX and X.
I want to hear people really get into like a good debate on like games, dude. Like that would be super interesting to see.
Oh, dude, that'd be a shit show.
It'd be crazy.
When we
Is
talk
it-
about
Do
games,
that
like
all day because I've played literally every genre.
Yeah, Ryan
we
would
talk about games,
Ryan
like,
would be good at it.
Depends what it's about.
As I was gonna
though.
say, it kind of
Yeah.
depends. Like, no, you know, it'd be a good one. The whole EA bit, you know, because everyone kind of just hates the EA thing, but I want to kind of hear someone just argue it the other way. You know, since it's such a kind of a one-sided topic, it
like
seems.
how they're good or
how someone could argue it from a business perspective on their side of things and what they tried to envision for it, that kind of lines.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is like stuff like that. It's weird because everyone's gonna agree that yeah, it's a business. They gotta make money, but there's ways to make money by making great games. Like, why do you think Blizzard is so fucking insanely rich right now? Is it because they put microtransactions in the game? No, I don't think that's most of their profits. I think most of their profits was from the amazing games they made that had
Facts.
absolutely zero microtransactions. And it's not like we're in a culture now where when people make good games, they're not going to make money. Like,
True.
that's not true at all. Like, of course, they're going to make money if people love the game. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. I just don't see how people can think that microtransactions are the only way to make money these days.
It's a quick way to make it's a quick way to make quick money, man. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Longevity wise, no, obviously. But then you can go the argument of Fortnite. That's all they make their money off of, you know?
Well, that's the thing is the reason why I don't have an issue with how Fortnite makes their money, and I don't think most people do, is because it's purely cosmetic stuff. You know,
It's all
like,
cosmetic.
I'm fine. I'm fine with that stuff too. Honestly, I don't mind if you have to pay money to get a certain skin or something. Who gives a shit?
Right?
Like if if that's something you really care about, I don't know.
People
Like,
get really upset about it, man. People will not buy said game because it has some microtransactions in it, straight up. But the funny part about those people are no one's telling you to buy the microtransactions. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, well, you don't have to buy it. Why don't just play the game?
You know what the worst part is though, is people make that argument, that same one where you don't have to buy the game, and they're like, defending a game that has microtransactions that literally boost the character or something like that, you know. Like
Right.
I would love for someone to try to convince me that that BDO thing they added is not considered a bad microtransaction for like the people who don't pay for it, because that is a direct benefit to you by paying real life money, whether you like it or not. Like I don't know, it's
Well,
just
I mean,
ridiculous.
Had the pay to like progress, I guess you could call it, for a
Yeah.
while.
Yep.
So, I mean, is that really a surprise? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely isn't. It's just like you know, and that's I think that's something I really want to look into because I love the combat of BDO and all of that.
Best combat.
Obviously, I don't like that there's no rating or anything like that, but um, I'd love to go through and just take down notes of everything that you can pay to get and what kind of benefits those give you. You know, that'd be
Right.
really cool to figure that out.
Because they're very heavily cosmetic based from what I've seen and played myself. I mean, they have so much skins and pets and all that stuff,
Oh
which
yeah,
I think
it's
some of the
insane.
stuff helps you out, but to what degree and how quickly? Because I know like BDO is just a grind. It's just a straight grind
Mhm.
game. So I don't know. Does Warframe? Have you dove into Warframe much, Ryan, or not really?
I played it for like I want to say 50 something hours.
Isn't that pay to progress as well, or
From what I played and what I saw, it's kind of like, all right, you want to unlock the different characters, I guess I'll call them the different
the frames?
the frames. You have to pay with real money or you have to do that slow progression of grinding it out, which goes hand in hand with how BDO works too. And it's like,
It's not
I don't know,
terrible, I
it
guess.
when you put together how much time it takes to get that frame, that's when you can really decide if it's like a bad
Right.
thing. Like say you grind something out for 8 hours and then you get it. It's like, dude, that's really not that
That's
bad. But
nothing.
when it's like
50
weeks of
hours.
work, it's just like, dude, come on. Like this is obviously this is gonna force me to want to pay for something that I really want
Of
because I don't
course.
have that kind of time. That's just like fucking insane. Like I'm all about grinding out to get rewards and stuff like that and get that feeling of, oh shit, I really worked hard to get this. But if someone could pay $10 to get it, what's the point?
Yeah.
Kind of stupid.
No, I feel you on that. Yeah, man, I wish BDO. I think BDO would be the best MMO of all time if it had dungeons and raids straight up.
Yep.
Oh man, what's holding them back from that, or is that just not gonna be their style ever?
That's what
Because
I've
they have
never
the
gotten a
they
real
have like the
answer.
mobs and like the crazy like I don't know the scrolls like the scroll dudes that you spawn in from the game. I forgot
Yeah,
what
the
they're called.
bosses and stuff.
Those
Yeah.
things are
They have
wild.
world boss. Yeah, they have world bosses. They just don't have the whole like
So
actual raid setting of bringing 10 people in and killing bosses or anything.
taking the Guild Wars 2 approach, kind of, where it's just there
Yeah.
and everyone kind of hacks at it,
Yep.
type of deal. Man,
Yeah,
I always
and
find
I don't know.
myself getting back into Guild Wars 2, man.
I love that
Game's
game.
just so. It's just such a one of a kind. So good. I don't even think I've played the expansion for Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, so like Mort is talking about with the Warframe, how much time do you think it would take somebody to grind that out though, Mort? That's the point I was bringing up
Right?
is how much time to get that stuff to sell for that in-game money to buy it.
Is the
That's the same thing with WoW right now. If I want to buy 30 days of game time, I could buy it with gold that I earn in game, but it takes either luck or a good amount of time to actually
Mhm.
get that gold. So
Is the 15 hours really worth it, or should I spend
right.
the $10? You know.
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess at the end of the day, if that's your main game and you want to get everything in it and you play it enough, you're gonna obviously unlock it for free. But that's kind of the beauty
Right.
of these free to play MMOs right now that are out and succeeding, or pay to play or free to play, I should say, because they're basically the same thing. Or pay to not pay monthly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's the time investment part of it too. Is all it really comes down to. But hey, I mean, if you're having fun, you're having fun. So I still want BDO to add to add freaking raids, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd get off at the game. Be addicted.
either.
The combat alone. It's so good. I love
Yep.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a dive into that for sure, and then just like really get like a spreadsheet going of how long it takes to do, if it's worth real life money, if it's just
Right.
ridiculous how much,
So are you gonna ride with BDO for a month or something like that?
I think I'm gonna definitely give it a go.
I mean, why not, dude?
Yeah.
Like, not saying
mean,
you're not. I mean, you're great at WoW, obviously, and you'll have the passion for WoW, but it's just, I don't know. It's got its core. Well, a game like WoW just has its core audience, you know? It's so
Yeah.
hard to, I mean, it's not as
Super
saturated
saturated.
as like Fortnite, but it's saturated enough where unless like Asmongold or someone just pops you a host or something like that, you know, it's going to be really tough to just, you know, branch
Exactly.
out
It's
on
really
that.
hard to stand out in a game like
Right?
that. for
Like
sure.
like ESO, BDO, even FF14, dude, like games like that, you have a better chance of, you know, trying to check out new streamers and see what other people are up to on that game, you know?
Yep. Exactly. Well, we're 3 hours into the podcast.
Yeah, that has happened.
Holy shit.
How you doing, Jagger?
I'm good, man.
What's up? We're just talking MMO nerd stuff over here.
Don't mind
No,
us.
no, you're good.
Didn't want to disclude you, buddy.
No, you're fine. I went to my own like little like,
Yeah.
like what was going on, but I was watching out for the Super Bowl. Patriots are gonna win.
Big pogs.
Oh,
Patriots.
guys, no! This guy like literally just switched to porn. Like as soon as I was just like watching the stream.
God.
Oh,
Banned.
sorry. Yeah.
What's the score right now?
14-3. No, wait, no. Patriots.
Patriots are up.
It's either 10-3 or 14-3. I can't remember what I saw when I last clicked. I was trying to like delve into MMO talk, but you know me, I'm like,
I'll just put it this way. The Pats usually win second half, so
well, this is the thing. I don't mean to get into sports talk because no one cares about sports talk because the Super Bowl's on right now. But Tom Brady has always been. This is why he's better than Peyton Manning. He's always been like he's had the killer instinct. Peyton Manning's always been good at the in the regular season. Postseason, it's always Tom Brady. That's the difference.
yeah.
Your camera, Jagger, is frozen.
No. Well, great.
There you are.
There we go. Quick restart. But yeah, that's all I have to say on that. But
Yeah.
I just wish I cared about sports, man. Like, I played sports
I
all,
don't.
all my life. I love sports. I enjoy watching them still, but dude, I don't know. It's just not as engaging for me. I would rather spend my time either like catching up on some anime, checking some streams out. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's not really as engaging anymore for me.
I'm not a sports fan, but when I hear people talk about like because I feel like NFL is like such a hive mind, especially with everyone getting more involved into it. It's gonna be like esports one year where everyone gets involved into it. It's like most of the people talking about sports or esports, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So when it comes like, oh, I hate Tom Brady winning. Oh, I hate that the Patriots win so much. It becomes like a hive mind. Like,
right?
everyone hates Tom Brady right now. Everyone hates the Patriots. Everyone wants the Rams to win for a good reason because the Patriots are always at the Super Bowl. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady are apparently cheaters, even though they have a moderate cheating record compared to like somebody like the Denver Broncos. The Broncos have double the cheating infractions implicated on them. But it's like, dude, I get the hive mind. I get it because Reddit's the same sort of way. But
Reddit's toxic.
in a way, you're fucking wrong because you're an idiot. I had like I brought this story up last podcast. I had a lady who was for the Saints when they were in the playoffs, and they're like, "Oh, my team's the Saints. Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck Tom Brady." I was like, "You're not even playing Tom Brady. You're not even playing the Patriots. You're playing the fucking Rams. I hope your team gets fucking smothered." And they didn't get smothered. It was like a technic or some referee call where it wasn't God, was the interference call I'm looking for?
Pass
It wasn't interference. It wasn't pass interference, but it was because it clearly was. But yeah, it was super annoying. That's why I'm like, I like to play devil's advocate and hating.
It's just a mob mentality, man. People want to be a part of something, so they just agree no matter what, even if they don't know anything about it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like it's people that don't know anything. That's why I hate society. That's why I want to get good at debating. It's like people that like they don't know anything. They go with the hive mind. But if you look at the facts, you know that they're wrong. So you want to prove them wrong. It's like quick Googling will tell you that the Patriots aren't the biggest cheaters in the league. They're moderately above the average. I mean, of course that's not good, but they're not the biggest cheaters in the league.
Right.
Like, they're literally in the fucking middle. So that's why I hate the hive mind. It's like you can't like you can easily hate that this team is so good. You're tired of seeing them in the Super Bowl. I get it, but you have to recognize how good that franchise is. They're like the greatest franchise of our generation. Forget the Jordan and the Chicago Bulls winning 6 championships. Like, this is it. If they win this championship, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are on par with Michael Jordan.
Tom Brady's retiring. You think he retires once he wins the Super Bowl tonight, or what?
No.
No, apparently he's going for another 3 years.
Yep.
Or wants to.
Hey, he's got more.
That is passion, if I've ever seen it right there. That man could be just done, but he's just going after it, man.
Him and Bill Belichick have been the best combo to ever have in that entire fucking sport. As an outsider, I don't pay attention to the sports that often, but I pay attention to the big stuff. Like, that's a big thing. And obviously the game's over, 13-3. So
oh, it just ended?
well, they got 5 seconds left, but it's 13-3, so
it's tough.
Wait,
dude.
it's the last quarter?
Yeah,
it's
over,
already done.
Holy shit, that was quick.
Yeah. It was the first 2 quarters were pretty boring. It was like 3-0 going into the halftime.
Dude, guys, don't look at Twitter after this. Holy shit.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I can't wait.
I've been rooting for the Patriots ever since.
Yeah.
Like, not rooting because I'm like, oh, it was there.
And no, it's just gonna be hashtag Tom Brady, hashtag Patriots, hashtag greatest team ever. Hashtag...
dude, it's the hype man. They're like, oh, we love this guy. Fuck Tom, or like the last Super Bowl. Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck this team. Fuck them. But if you watched the Super Bowl 2 years ago when they played the Falcons, that was the greatest game I've ever seen.
That was a good game.
When they came back from 24-3, whatever it was.
Yep.
Oh man, that was wild.
That was a
that
run.
was insane.
Holy shit.
Boots
dude.
shaking.
People were so mad. Holy shit. People were so mad.
You got to give credit where credit's due. You can't let a team do that. You can't not let a team run over you like that and just swoop the game.
You know what's bad against that? Like, my friend and I texted him when they were up 24-3, whatever it was. I texted him and was like, it was third quarter. My friend texted me. He goes, "Don't worry, the Falcons will somehow find a way to fuck this up," and they did. And they did. It's great.
Oh my god.
I mean, not great for him, but I mean, it was great for me because I was like a pseudo Patriots fan. I'm not gonna call myself a Patriots fan, but I'm a pseudo Patriots fan because everyone hates Tom Brady, so that means I like him. And yeah, I was like, God damn, you were right, dude. You were spot on. I never saw this coming. And he was like, well, you know, it happens.
That's tough, dude. Yeah, they're gonna mess this up somehow.
Yeah. Insane. But
I wanna, man, like, I don't know. I want to get into like NBA stuff again, but I don't know. NBA is up and down for me because of all the super teams and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit's really annoying.
It's tough. I mean, I grew up playing basketball my whole life, so obviously it's like, okay, these guys are the best freaking players in the world. I want to watch them. But then it's just like you got Golden State. I mean, you got all these super teams making it to the finals every single year. It's just like, I need something different. I like basketball though. NBA is fun to watch when it's, you know.
Well, NBA seems so annoying because it's like, goddamn, this is like stacked. Like when the Patriots come out, like they bring a different package.
Well, obviously football has so many players. Basketball, it's 5 players, you know, 5 on the court.
That's true.
That's a good point, but it's like there's not much like flexibility when it comes to the game of basketball. Like naturally, I don't know. I find basketball very boring. I went to like a few basketball games. Like I don't get it. Like everyone's like just scoring on themselves, and I don't know what to do.
I feel it. No, I don't know. I played it my whole life, obviously, so I have a different take. Just because I love the sport. But yeah, I like watching young teams that that like came out of college and stuff like that, and they just run the court. And you see all these like old veterans, they don't even play defense. That's what makes me mad. Is like you don't see these pro teams, they ain't playing defense until like the playoffs. Then playoff time comes around, they're playing defense. Like, where was this whole season, dude? What's going on? I get it, you guys are old, your joints are breaking in half, whatever. But you get paid billions of dollars to play, so suck it up.
Yeah.
Funny though. I see, I don't even watch college basketball anymore. I used to do March Madness every year. I went to a March Madness game. We drove out of state to go to a game and everything too. And I don't even watch it anymore. I don't even do the March Madness tournaments anymore, man. I'm just I'm pretty much completely removed from sports for the most part, unless it's just like a big event or I watch a basketball game every now and again. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just have so much other things that I'm interested in now than compared to the other half of my life, I guess. It's just strange, man. Like I had this whole thing of half of my life, and now I'm here, and it's just I'm a completely different person. It's crazy.
Yeah, my dad is all about sports, and I could care less.
Right.
Like he bets on most Pats games. He probably bet on the Super Bowl. He probably won some money right now. I don't even know it. So
we're rich, boys.
Yeah.
Oh lordy. The betting part's kind of fun if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's little bets that like people do. They're like the most random things, but people make a shitload of money.
Right.
I bet he'll make 90 yards this game, and they make like 92. And boom, $5,000.
Sure, okay. I'll take $5,000 for a yard bet.
Right.
Pats, where they won? It's won. Like official. All right, on to the next year. There it is, dudes.
He's gone for the other hand.
Dang, is he gonna get stacked?
The other hand.
Is he gonna get stacked? How many has he got? 6 now?
6.
He's going for 4 more. Dude, what if he gets 2 full hands of rings? That like would he be the greatest player of all time?
He's gonna have 7 now, right?
No, it's a 6. He's gonna snap humanity into only being half the population now. He's gonna have the Thanos gun in Fortnite. It's gonna be over, dude.
Oh Lord, that's funny. Yeah. So he'll be the greatest of all time then, huh? If he's not already, you know. Is he great? Is he the greatest of all time?
He is.
He's got to be, man. He's got to be.
Absolutely. No doubt in my mind now. I mean, who was the other good one? Was it Joe Montana? Who Joe Montana was good, but he never won a ring, so he was. No, I'm not getting. Oh God, I'm getting my quarterbacks mixed up. Was it Dan Marino? Who's the quarterback who was so good he never won a ring? Wasn't John Elway? I don't think it was Joe Montana. I think it was Dan Marino.
You probably know more than me, honestly. I don't really watch football, sadly.
Yeah.
God, hang on. I got to talk about something. I'm going to Google this before my mind blows up. Who didn't win a ring?
I think you might be right, Jagger. that sounds right.
Yeah, I think Dan Marino, because he played one Super Bowl. Oh my God, he played one Super Bowl? That dude was the best.
You played one?
Yeah.
That guy's like 11 or a legend.
Yeah. So he played one Super Bowl and lost to the 49ers in 1985. But that dude, I mean, he was the reason NFL had to change the rules on sacking because that dude was just a fucking animal.
A unit.
Dude, that guy was insane. So it wasn't Joe Montana. I'm sorry. I take that back. But
Still a good player.
yeah. But that dude was fucking nuts. Yeah. I knew when he was in an Ace Ventura movie, that guy was going to be the best quarterback of all time.
Ace Ventura. dude.
Ace Ventura. Holy shiz. That's good stuff.
But
3 hours,
So,
boys. Huh?
I don't know if I ever told you guys
Holy.
real quick. You guys know the movie Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, of course, dude.
You know the big guy that he has to hit the golf ball off of his.
oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I was next door neighbors to him when I
What?
was a kid. Yep.
Did you hit a golf ball off his foot?
Yeah, off his forehead actually.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Because he died.
I don't
like,
know. Yeah,
a
he
little
did
bit a few years
die.
ago.
Yeah.
Damn, sad.
But yeah, when I was in California, we were next door neighbors to him in Fresno.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Small world. What
Oh,
the
his
heck?
name was Richard Keel. He was
Wow.
7'2". Holy fuck, that's a big dude.
Pretty average size. I'm basically,
They're pretty average.
I'm 7'5", 350 pounds, so
I'm 5'10" and a half.
I'm a unit, dude. Jager, how tall are you again?
5'10" and a half. Towering. 5'10" and a half.
Towering.
Isn't it weird? Like if you're 5'11", you're short. If you're 6 foot, you're a fucking
Instantly
unit.
gargantuan.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
basically 6 foot. With my shoes on, I'm 6 foot.
5'11".
Me and
Yeah.
Ryan are literally the same type of human build. We're just units, dude.
I feel like a midget around you guys.
We're in the unit category, I think. You, me, and Dave. Even though Dave's
Yeah,
like
look
skinny
up the
as a
word unit and it'll show
Here.
3
gonna
pictures
do.
of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to google.com and unit. Boom. Unit.
There we are.
There we are, guys. That's good stuff. Holy shiz. All right, lads, we
That
made it
was
to the
okay.
3 hour mark. We're basically the Joe Rogan podcast now, so
Yeah,
talking
might
about
as well
dreams
get
and
those
shit.
sponsors.
right? Yeah. Use code the Borthers for MeUndies. Get the comfiest nuts around. That good?
Use real life modal.
Moodle.
Modal.
Hey, honestly, we should probably maybe look into some stuff. You never know. Doesn't hurt to ask. You know what I mean? Why not, dude? Get the numbers bumping up a little bit. We could see what's up happening.
Yeah.
Never
I could do
know.
some, dude. I could do some Twitch reads.
Heck yeah,
some ad
dude.
reads.
Heck yeah, right at the beginning of the podcast, dude. Fire it
Yeah.
off.
I've
Bada
been
bing.
listening to Bill Burr for years. I could nail these.
Dude, that man can talk. Holy
Oh, yeah.
smokes.
About nothing. Granted, he only goes like an hour. He doesn't
Right.
really know 3 hours like us, but I mean,
Or we're just freaks. It's whatever.
yeah.
No big deal, guys. No big deal, chat. We're basically the best podcast on Twitch. Yeah, that's all she wrote, boys. Pretty good.
All right.
It's pretty easy. These we've been doing 2.5 to 3 hours very regularly. And yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the podcasts. We appreciate everyone for hanging out, big chillin', hosting up the stream, throwing some donations around in the chat. Appreciate that very much. We will be back next week around the same time, 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. Before you guys go, if you'd like to shoot the Borthers a follow. Did I spell it wrong? I did. Shoot the Borthers a follow on Twitch. I gotta change Jagger's thing. It's Pacheco not underscore. Pacheco TV now. It's clean.
I forgot to remind you.
It's all right. I'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, go follow us on Twitch and all that good stuff. You guys are beautiful. Hit us up on Twitter. Make sure you turn on tweet notifications for Red Recca, best Twitter account on the site.
True.
For quality daily content on the TL. But yeah, guys, have a good one. Thanks for chilling. If you guys would like to rewatch the majority of the podcast that you missed, or rewatch the video portion, it'll be uploaded on Tuesday. That is when they go live on the YouTube channel. So go sub to that. Check it out if you want to. We got the podcast up there on every Tuesday afternoons. So it should be up there by Tuesday. But yeah, guys, thanks for chilling. We appreciate it very much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your weekend, enjoyed the Super Bowl if you ended up watching it. And stay safe the rest of your Sunday evening. But yeah, guys, we will catch y'all in the next Borthers podcast. All right, see you guys later. Peace out.
All right, boys.